Donald Trump called on his supporters to protest. I'm Jackie Quinn.
Wyoming has instituted the nation's first explicit ban on abortion pills. For more on that, we go to correspondent Donna Warder.
Medication abortions, which usually involve taking 2 prescription drugs days apart to terminate a pregnancy, are effectively banned in more than a dozen states. Prohibit all forms of abortion, and 15 states abortion pills. Republican Governor Mark Gordon signed the legislation into law Friday, and it takes effect July 1st, but could be delayed in the court. The lawsuit is filed. I'm Donna Warder.
Miami Beach, Florida officials have imposed a curfew during spring break. Vice Mayor Stephen Miner says that's because of increasing violence.
We have been through this scene for several years in a row. How many times? It is never going to be okay for me to see a dead person on our street.
The curfew was imposed after 2 fatal shootings. More on these stories at townhome.com.
Take as little as 3 minutes to see if you could save on motorcycle insurance with Progressive. Come on, you've spent more time than that trying to name your bike.
How about the Crusher? I guess it's not really crushing anything. The Silver Bolt? No. Oh, what about Pepper? Mysterious. Is it a pet or a condiment? Surprise! It's a motorcycle. No, that's stupid.
Get a quote in as little as 3 minutes at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Relief Factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at ReliefFactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. ReliefFactor.com, ReliefFactor.com. Be the next success story.
Saying parts of a law violate the Second Amendment, a federal judge has blocked key provisions of a California statute that would drastically restrict the sale of handguns.
A lawsuit challenging the law was filed last year, shortly after a landmark 2022 decision from the U.S. Supreme Court. That ruling set new standards for evaluating firearm restrictions. A U.S. District Court judge wrote Monday that California's requirements for new handguns are unconstitutional and cannot be enforced. The law requires new models of handguns that wish to be sold in the state to have certain features. The state has 2 weeks to appeal the decision before a preliminary injunction takes effect. Keith Peters reporting.
World stock markets are higher ahead of a Federal Reserve decision on another possible interest rate hike amid worries about global banks. Shares rose by more than 1% in most major markets. On Wall Street, Dow futures are up 186 points. News and analysis at townhome.com. A conflict between Native Americans and white men mining on their land. A story as old as the Old West, but as Tasha Stevens reports, this one's pulled right from today's headlines as an Apache group gets its day in court.
The group, Apache Stronghold, is battling a foreign that wants to build one of the largest copper mines in the U.S. on their land that they believe to be sacred. Today, the panel of 11 judges on the 9th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals is scheduled to meet at a Pasadena, California courthouse to review the group's appeal to save Oak Flat, a site east of Phoenix. Apache Stronghold sued the U.S. government under the 30-year-old Religious Freedom Restoration Act, saying that its plans to transfer the Oak Flat land to the mining firm through a land swap would place an undue burden on tribal members seeking to practice their religion. It could take several months before the court makes a ruling. Tasha Stevens reporting.
More on these stories at townhome.com.
Watch Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on NewsTalkWestTennessee.com.
See all the Memphis legends, Jerry the King Lawler, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Superstar Bill Dundee, along with stars of today.
The Mid-South Prodigy, Bam Bam Bundy, MJ Davis, Mr. Marvelous, Mike Mayo, Insane Dane, Big Gravy, The Rocket, Josh Benson, Lucky P. Larson, and many, many more.
You can also view TCW on the News Talk West Tennessee app for all your Apple and Android devices.
Catch Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday at noon on NewsTalkWTN.com.
What's better than 20% over invoice? invoice? Or 15% over invoice? Or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Jean Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Jean Langley Ford, in partnership with Ford Motor Company, is accepting new orders at cost. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details, and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at JeanLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Jean Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range. Date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Award-winning Watson's Cleaning Service specializes in commercial and residential cleaning. Watson's cleans huge commercial buildings: West Tennessee Agriculture and Education Center, the Federal Court Building in downtown Jackson. Watson's also specializes in residential cleaning services: stripping and waxing floors, buffing, pulling trash, sweeping and mopping, vacuuming, household cleaning, baseboards, walls, dishes, dusting and organizing. Call 731-293-3808. Family owned and operated Watson's Cleaning Services. 293-3808.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there is an exciting natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or creams.
So I got the treatment, and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym, and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better, and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioT treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
News Talk West Tennessee includes NewsTalk965.com and NewsTalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and NewsTalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
The comments, views, and opinions expressed on this program are those of the host, guests, or callers, and not necessarily of station management, ownership, or advertisers. This presentation has been pre-recorded.
By the way, this show has not been pre-recorded. Why did they throw that in there?
Because we have been pre-recorded.
No, we have not. This is not pre-recorded. It's Tuesday, right?
What?
It's Tuesday.
Okay.
I don't want people to think they're listening to yesterday's show.
We have not been pre-recorded.
Or any other day's show. We're doing it live right now.
Live and in living color, baby! Wake up!
March the 21st, good Tuesday morning to you. 39 degrees on the outside. Feels like 39. What about at the airport? I haven't even got the airport pulled up yet.
It feels better than it did yesterday morning, that's for sure.
That is for sure. I mean, it was still frosty and nasty yesterday.
Yeah, I was scraping ice off the windshield yesterday morning.
42 at the airport.
And cussing the entire time.
42 at the airport. And we are still under a freeze warning until 9 o'clock this morning. I don't know why. It's 39 degrees. Well, it's 42 at the airport. That's not freeze warning temps. I don't think so. Anyway, now until 9 a.m. today, still under a freeze warning, but that's coming from the National Weather Service. It's 42 at the airport. 39 here in Midtown at the Gene Langley Ford Studios, 96.5 FM and News Talk 96.5.com. Greg Wood, G Unit in the studio with you at 6:14 on a Tuesday. Man, I know I was supposed to bring in ice cream and pizza rolls this morning.
Yes, you were.
But
where are they at?
Well, I did not get to go to the grocery yesterday.
What?
I had a last minute call when I got off the air yesterday and had to do some rescheduling, as they say. So I didn't get to go.
The British do say that. Rescheduling.
I know. I'm British. You didn't know that?
Okay.
Yeah. Tally-o, cheerio, stick it up here. No, never mind. So I will try again today to get our ranch ice cream and pizza rolls for in the morning.
That just sounds disgusting.
It sounds fantastic.
No, it doesn't. No.
I mean, people put ranch on their pizza rolls, right?
On the pizza rolls, yeah, but not in ice cream.
Well, only the ranch dressing will be ice cream. The pizza rolls will be real.
I wonder if it really tastes like ranch dressing, but it's in ice cream form.
I think that's the whole gist. Yes, it's ranch ice cream.
That sounds disgusting.
And it's not just any ranch; it's the real deal Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream.
So it's you can't buy the generic Clover Valley.
Yeah, Clover. No, you can't. You can't. Okay. Have you had any of the Little Debbie ice creams?
Probably. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Like oatmeal cream pie.
No.
Little Debbie ice cream. They make that.
Okay.
Star Crunch. Little Debbie Star Crunch ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, they make little pints of ice cream of those too. And I haven't tried any of those.
I may need to check out about a gallon or two of those today.
I don't know where. I've seen them at the dollar store before.
Is it the Clover Valley brand Little Debbie?
No, it's actual Little Debbie, and I think it's Turner. I think Turner ice creams are doing that.
Okay.
So, but I've seen them in town. I've not seen them at Walmart because I try not to go to Walmart. But to get the Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream, you must go to Walmart because that's the only place that's
for a
offering
limited time only.
Yes, only through like the end of May sometime.
Something like that.
It's the only place you can get it. So I apologize. I was not able to run that errand. I live downtown, so to get to either of our Walmarts, it takes a little bit of planning.
Special trip.
Yeah. And conviction, because I don't like to get out of downtown. I don't go anywhere. I come here. This is as far away from my house.
If you had to choose to go to one of the two Walmarts, which one would you go to?
Oh, south, definitely.
I don't blame you.
That thing out north is like a third world country airport. Babies running around there in their barefoot with a diaper sagging. Women in their pajamas and flip-flops and whatnot and rollers in their hair. There's goats and chickens running loose. It's nuts. It's nuts. I don't go out north. You couldn't pay me to go in that store. I don't do it. Place is foul. You ever watch those movies where they land and the plane was diverted and they have to land in some third world country in the airport, and it's all open air and there's naked people running around and the pilot's thanking people for staying with him. Meanwhile, he's got on overalls with no shirt on, open galluses. Thank you for flying, whatever, Yeah, I don't go out north.
Well, I live in South Jackson, so that's why I was asking.
You know, the South Jackson one can be like that too if you go at a high traffic time. But if you go,
well, Bubba and Leroy walking around in their bib overalls with no shirt on underneath it.
That's out north. That stuff happens out north. But anyway, good Tuesday morning to you. 42 degrees at the airport, 39 here in Midtown at 96.5. So that's where we start things off. Let's get started this morning. Looking back, this date 71 years ago today in 1952, Alan Freed held the Moondog Coronation Ball in Cleveland, Ohio. And it is considered the first major rock and roll show in history.
Really?
Yep, 1952. First major rock and roll show.
You and I would know who Alan Freed is.
Oh, yeah. He coined the term rock and roll. He was a big DJ.
The first DJ.
The Moondog Coronation Ball. The arena at the time could only hold 10,000 people. Over 20,000 fans showed up. Crowd broke through the gates, so the cops shut the whole thing down. It never actually even happened. That's why I've never heard of it. The Moondog Coronation Ball.
So just like a whole bunch of rock and roll shows.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, the cops show up and
it was
ruined
like
it all.
Like a festival type thing.
All right.
You know. First major rock and roll show, the Moondog Coronation Ball. 43 years ago, this date, I remember this. I was just a little boy. 1980, President Jimmy Carter announced to the U.S. Olympic team that they would not be participating in the 1980 Summer Games in Moscow as a boycott against the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan. And a lot of athletes were denied participating in the Olympics.
You know what I hate?
One right here in Jackson.
Was one of the Beard guys.
Jackie Beard.
Jackie Beard was, because I went to school with his younger brother, Obi.
Yep.
In elementary school. And so
he would have gone to the Olympics that year.
And he had a good chance to win a gold medal.
Sure did.
From what we heard.
Yep.
But what I hate is that how we will take the Olympics and politicize a sport or the game of sport.
Only because it's a world stage.
And
it's a world stage, so they use it as that.
Can we just all play the game and let the best player win?
Apparently not. That was in 1980. Pink Floyd released their anti-war concept album, The Final Cut. This date, 1983. That was 4 years ago. 39 years ago, 1984, New York re-landscaped a portion of Central Park that was renamed Strawberry Fields in honor of John Lennon. Officially opened 7 months later on what would have been his 45th birthday. Dick Clark announced that he was stepping down as host of American Bandstand after 33 years. He did that this date 34 years ago in 1989.
You know what I did?
What'd you do?
I learned how to dance watching American Bandstand.
What dance did you learn to do?
Just whatever, any of it, yeah.
The Watusi?
Well, if it's what they were doing. What I would do is I would watch American Bandstand. I would see somebody doing something. I would do it over and over and over in my bedroom looking in the mirror.
Can you Dougie?
I don't know what that is.
So you can't Dougie?
Apparently not.
Okay. You know, like, teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
What song is that from?
Teach me how to Dougie.
Is that the name of the song?
Or just Dougie. Do the Dougie or something like that. I'll play it for you. Sports Illustrated reported this date, 1989, allegations that Pete Rose bet on baseball. It took him until 2004 to admit it. Now he's banned from the Baseball Hall of Fame, but still hoping they'll restore his eligibility one day. I don't think that'll ever happen.
Now, why don't they just let the guy say, listen, and he finally admitted it, but I promise you, he's not the only one who's ever done that. Not even an active player.
I mean, we think he's the only one that got caught and has admitted it.
I agree with that.
You know, I don't know. I used to feel like they needed to cut him some slack and let him in. But after I read his book, his autobiography, Rose, I felt like I needed to take a hot shower and scrub my skin with borax after reading that. It was so smarmy and decrepit and just... I mean, it was gambling and drugs and women and drinking, and it was so full of vice.
It's got all that stuff in it?
It was so full of vice.
and Tough Guys and Knee Breakers. And I mean, just all of that. You just name it, and it was in there.
Pete Rose is my new hero then.
And I just, after reading that, of course, it took me several days to get all the way through because I would have to put it down at some point. I just felt so dirty.
And go wash your hands from reading.
I just felt like I needed a soak or something.
It's got all that stuff. I'm liking Pete Rose already even more.
Well, then, go pick up a copy or download a copy, but it's pretty smarmy. That was in 1989. Also in 1989, Madonna released her fourth album on this date, 34 years ago. Like a Prayer was released this date, 1989. Michael Jordan was cut from the Chicago White Sox spring training roster, sent all the way back to the minors, this date in 1994. And also on that same date, 29 years ago, 1994, the 66th Academy Awards were held. Bruce Springsteen won Best Song in a Motion Picture for Streets of Philadelphia. I mean, not Streets, but just Philadelphia. It was the first song Springsteen wrote specially for a film.
The song and the movie were very powerful.
Streets of Philadelphia was the song from the movie Philadelphia, of which Tom Hanks won Best Actor for. Holly Hunter won Best Actress for The Piano that year, and Steven Spielberg picked up his first two Oscars, Best Picture and Best Director for Schindler's List. Then we had the 71st Academy Awards in 1999, this date. And 19 years ago, back in 2004, an online Yahoo News poll named Ozzy Osbourne the nation's favorite ambassador to welcome aliens to Earth. What? I think that's appropriate.
Hey, mate, do you come in peace?
Yeah.
If you don't, well, you can bleep off.
Ozzy, the nation's favorite ambassador to welcome aliens.
Sharon!
Right, yes. Birthdays today. If you've got a birthday today, here's who you share one with on the celebrity schedule. I guess these are celebrities. I don't know most. Scott Eastwood's 37. That's Clint's son.
Oh.
Okay.
Make my day.
Don't know who this next. Adrian Peterson, running back, 38. Derek Whibley is 43. Kevin Federline, or K-Fed.
K-Fed.
Is 45. That he was married to Britney Spears.
He
right?
was.
He has 6 kids with 3 different women and is currently holding Nick Cannon's beer. You gotta know who Nick Cannon is for that to be funny, but that's pretty good. K-Fed is hard to buy for because Amazon doesn't sell dignity. God!
Oh!
That is harsh.
Woo!
Yeesh. Rachel McFarland's 47. Amanda Lewis is 50. Jay Davidson, 55. Matthew Broderick, 61.
Bueller.
Rosie O'Donnell is 61.
Bueller.
Matthew Broderick, yes, Bueller.
Bueller.
Slim Jim Phantom. He's the drummer from the Stray Cats.
Who?
Slim Jim Phantom. Slim Jim Phantom.
What album? What
Stray
group?
Cats.
Okay.
Remember Stray Cats? Stray Cat Strut?
Oh, yeah. It kind of almost like a rockabilly kind of thing.
Yeah, Rock This Town.
Yes.
We're gonna
Yes,
rock this town.
yes.
All right,
Yeah.
Slim Jim Phantom from the Stray Cats is 62. Gary Oldman, 65. Conrad Lozano is 72. Roger Hodgson from Supertramp, he's 73. He's the guy that sings all the Supertramp songs. Roger Hodgson is 73. Timothy Dalton, 77. He was the weakest of the James Bond portrayers. So you had
Roger Moore.
Well, first you had Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
And then you had, who was the guy that was in George Lazenby.
And who's the dude
Then
that
you had
only
Roger Moore.
That only did maybe 2 of them.
George Lazenby.
Pierce
Brosnan.
Pierce Brosnan.
George Lazenby was in 1. Her Majesty's Secret Service. It was the only one he was in.
Who's your favorite James Bond?
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Yep.
But Timothy Dalton was in a couple back in the 80s. He is 77 today. Rose Stone, Sly and the Family Stones organist, 78. It's National Common Courtesy Day. Write that down.
Don't yell
stick
at me.
that. I did. That was not yelling. I just said write that down, stick it in your pocket.
That was an aggressive tone that you took with me on Common Courtesy Day. Please stop it.
Are you saying I need to soften my
Listen,
my presentation?
We're going to talk about some common courtesy here in a minute.
Oh, that's right.
Because
G-Unit shot me a text.
Man,
late yesterday afternoon or early evening. I guess it was early evening.
Something like that.
Yeah. And you're not going to believe this.
Oh, man.
We're 11 days away from April Fool's, and we're 19 days away from Easter. So there's your update on your calendar. We've got more coming up on the way. We've got sports at the bottom of the hour, which we are bumping up against right now at 628, 39 degrees on the outside this morning at 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com. This is Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit. We're back after this.
Grizz Nation, make some big Memphis noise and don't miss Jaron, Desmond, and your Grizzlies this Friday at 7 as they battle the Houston Rockets for Grizzlies Scholarship Night, presented by Ford and your Mid-South Ford dealers. Get hyped, get ready for a star-studded show, and secure your tickets today by calling 901-888-HOOP or visiting Grizzlies.com.
They say consistency is the key to success. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently refreshing and light? Michelob Ultra, only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
Let's face it, people want to feel loved, appreciated, and pampered. Beauty to the Bone has a mission and a purpose to help you look and feel beautiful inside and out. From facials to Botox, fillers, lasers, IV therapy, functional medicine, and all in between, we've got you covered. Book your appointment today to feel your very best tomorrow.
Book your appointment today. Call 731-300-9103. That's 731-300-9103.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioTE at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioTE. BioTE uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioTE, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioTE program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
This is the story of a very special woman. Just a few knew about her superpowers. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
All right, welcome back in. Daybreak 96.5 FM, newstalk965.com. Greg Wood, G-Unit in with you on a Tuesday. And this story is advising everyone to strongly consider taking tomorrow off of work.
On Wednesday?
On Wednesday.
Okay.
So start faking your COVID symptoms now because, you know, you're going to need some excuse, I guess. A professor at the University of Texas who focuses on time and communication found the best day of the week to take off is Wednesday or Wednesday. Here's why. We all get into a routine of 5 days of work, then the 2-day weekend. When we take a Wednesday off, we go 2 days work, day off, 2 days work, 2 days off. When we break up our rhythm like that, it breaks us out of our routines. You should feel less stressed and overwhelmed at work because you're not staring down yet another 5-day week. So you got 2 on, 1 off, 2 on, 2 off. Right? Says you should also feel more excited about your time off because it's such a non-traditional day to take off. Who takes off on a Wednesday? That's the middle of the week.
Okay, man. You hear that, management? We're taking tomorrow off.
Almost like having a snow day as a kid, it says. Plus, Wednesdays are a good day off because everything you might do is less crowded. So if you take the day off, you could say go to the movies or to an amusement park if you've got one nearby. Restaurants won't be as crowded on a Wednesday as they are on the weekends.
Okay.
So they say Wednesdays are the best time to take off. I'll have to take that into consideration.
Well, if it will reduce the stress of people using your coffee cup, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, we're going to get to that. We've got some. We're going to bring everything down a notch and kill the music, turn the lights off. May even go bare-chested for that segment.
Listen, I'm not in the mood for that, as Roger Plant would say.
Yeah. Well, this day could go down in history. Former President Donald Trump said that he expects to be arrested over an investigation into hush money, it being paid out today. And yesterday afternoon, the New York Police Department, the NYPD, began installing steel barricades around Manhattan's criminal court. Now, we don't know if anything is going to happen at all. We don't know what's going to happen. But if the Donald is indicted and arrested, he'd be the first former president to face criminal charges. His lawyers have said that if it happens, he'll follow standard arrest procedures, including getting fingerprinted and having a mugshot taken. So it should be an interesting day, to say the least. We probably need to flip on a television or something and see what's going on. Well, that would be an unprecedented moment in American history for a former president to be formally charged, arrested, indicted, whatever, for a criminal offense. So we'll be watching throughout the rest of the day.
I know I don't want any of my mugshots to be paraded around anywhere. Not a proud moment for me.
You know, a lot of organizations, news outlets, I think we're one included, that posts mugshots that were taken by JPD or at the jail when people have been arrested and they go to jail and they have their mugshot taken. Those are released to the media.
Unless you do what we were taught when you and I were at Middle Tennessee in media law class. Do you remember?
You got to throw me a bone here, man. I don't know what in the world you're talking about.
You probably missed that class that day. So in media law, the instructor said if you want to keep your name out of the newspaper and all, because it was newspapers back then.
Right.
Said if you want to keep your name and your mugshot out of the newspapers, then you assert your right to privacy as a private individual.
Yeah, I think they'd laugh you right out of the big house for saying that.
Okay.
I mean, what is that?
What then? The case that was cited by the instructor that day, the Supreme Court found, and I don't remember the case name and number and any of that kind of stuff, but the Supreme Court found that the individual's right to privacy, if you're a private citizen, supersedes the public right to know.
All right, if you get that to stick, let me know.
So, if you are being arrested, you're not some public figure like Donald Trump, for example. If, say, Greg Wood gets arrested, tell the arresting officer, I'm a private citizen. I'm asserting my right to privacy. Do not release this report to the mass media. Tell the transporting officer, because you're going to be arrested by one, and then you're going to be transported
taken to jail
by another one.
Yeah.
I'm a private individual. I'm asserting my right to privacy. Do not release this report to the mass media.
Okay. I still don't feel like that's going to fly.
All right. Tell the booking officer. Same thing.
Oh, my word.
Because you got probably going to be in contact with about 3 different, and it sounds like I know what I'm talking about, right?
It sure does.
Because from experience, tell the booking officer, I'm a private individual. I'm asserting my right to privacy. Do not release this report to the mass media. So if one of them pops up and says, oh, well, the public has the right to know, yes, you say that's correct. And if the public wants to know, they come down, they file an open records request, and they can review my arrest record.
Yeah, I just don't think that's going to fly.
All right.
But yes, please try that. My problem with it is these people aren't guilty of anything yet. They've simply been arrested and detained.
Mm-hmm.
They've not gone before a judge yet for anything. They've not entered a plea on anything. They've just simply been arrested, and that's sent out to all media outlets.
Right.
We posted on the webpage. People printed in papers here, and it's on television. Our television station here in town, they run it on their webpage.
You know what I hate?
And I just think I don't think that's right.
I'll tell you one thing that I agree with you, and one thing that I don't think is right is that we are so quick to condemn somebody because of an allegation.
I know.
And you've got to disappear just because somebody says something happened and forget the legal test of innocent until proven guilty.
They've only been, by the time the mugshot has been taken and has gone out to media outlets, they've only been charged with a crime.
Mm-hmm. Right.
They've only been charged. They've not appeared before a judge. They've not entered a plea. None of that has happened yet. So they're just regular people. Up to that point have done nothing. But yet we see this all over the place. And you're right, we make snap judgments. It was like, oh, so-and-so got arrested. They got a DUI, or they got arrested. Contempt of court, failure to appear, driving on a suspended light, whatever it is.
Shoplifting at Goodwill.
Anything. And I just think that's wrong for everybody to share that and post it when these people haven't done anything yet.
I tell you what somebody has done. They've drank out of my coffee cup.
Well, we're getting to that. Settle down.
I'm pissed, but I can't. I'm pissed. This was an issue for me yesterday afternoon as soon as I saw it.
Well, we're going to get to that, but first we got to do this. It's 6:40 on this Tuesday morning. And G-Unit standing by with sports if he can settle down, stop being so cantankerous.
Get off. Hey, this is National Courtesy Day. Show a little bit
National Courtesy Day. Yes.
Good morning, Greg. This morning's sports is brought to you by An Evening with the Rocket. The Rocket, Roger Clemens, is coming to Jackson on April 13th at Meridian Baptist Church. He'll be the guest for the 4th annual benefit to benefit the Trey Lindsay Scholarship Foundation. The Rocket has an unprecedented 7 Cy Young Awards in his 21-year career, along with 2 World Series championships with the Yankees. For ticket or sponsorship info, call 731-217-7187. The number again, 731-217-7187 for An Evening with the Rocket. Also brought to you by the mayoral debate coming up this week. Coming up Thursday.
Yes.
I believe, unfortunately, you and I have a scheduling conflict that day. But the mayoral debate coming up that Thursday, you can log on to News Talk 96.5 and submit your questions to be asked of all 6 mayoral candidates.
We have 6 candidates.
We have 6 candidates running for mayor.
Wow, I did not know that.
And they have all committed to be there. I believe this is the first of 4 mayoral debates. This one brought to you by our News Talk 96.5 and our friends at Sports Orthopedic and Spine. Also want to say thank you for the sports sponsors. Gene Langley Ford. Log on to GeneLangleyFord.com. And Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. In sports news, Southside women's basketball team was honored by the county commission and the county mayor at the monthly commission yesterday morning. Head coach Brent McNeil, assistant coach Adrian Comer, along with the team were in attendance, along with Miss Basketball winner Tamia Lawson. A proclamation was read to honor the team in recognition of their undefeated state championship. The Lady Hawks finished the season 34-0. They captured the Lady Hawks' first championship in Southside High School history. And in racing news, this Sunday, NASCAR is at the Cup Series at the Circuit of the Americas. We talked about this yesterday. That's the road
down
course
in Austin.
Road course in Austin, Texas. Race time at 2:30 at the Circuit of the Americas. Currently, point standing in NASCAR. William Byron leads the points, followed by Joey Logano, Kyle Busch, and Daytona 500 winner Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Stenhouse Jr., by the way, took his Daytona 500 trophy to Waffle House after he won the big race.
Nice.
What a cool thing to do, man.
Nice.
You know the other thing that I like about Ricky Stenhouse Jr.?
I have no idea.
He used to date Danica Patrick.
I didn't know that. I mean, I don't know who this guy is. I'm not familiar.
He's a dude. He's from Memphis, from Olive Branch.
I'm not familiar.
And a big-time NASCAR star.
Well, if you say so.
And he used to date Danica Patrick, so my hat's off to him.
Okay.
She is hot.
Okay. All right, settle down.
This morning's sports brought to you by Lifeline Voice and Data, Cambridge Men's Store, Jackson State Community College. Plan your future at jscc.edu. Your moods will be better with Advanced Rehab Bio-T, Precision Auto Body in Milan, Pop's Music, and Dapper Dan's favorite, Mulligan's.
All right, so yesterday I got a text, a photo text from G-Unit here sitting beside me. He texted me in the early evening hours last night. And this all stems from the fact that apparently everything is community property here at the studios in Midtown.
Apparently. Now,
G-Unit and I have highly personalized coffee mugs.
We do.
You know, for ourselves.
That's right.
You know, he's got his, I've got mine. And we have noticed for a couple, 3 times already that when we get here in the mornings, we're the first ones here, but we can tell that at some point in the last 24 hours, someone else has been using our highly personalized coffee mug.
That's it.
It's kind of like a Three Bears and Goldilocks and the Three Bears moment. Somebody's been using my coffee mug. All right. So we didn't really know who was doing it. And at some point, did you get that screen grab, or did somebody send it to you?
No, I saw it.
Okay. You saw it
and
when
I took
it was happening.
Took a screen grab of it.
And then he sent it to me. It was
and
like,
I was pissed.
Not gonna happen that way. So anyway, our dear leader here at the 96.5,
who shall remain nameless.
No, our dear leader Dan Reeves.
Oh Lord,
was in the act of using your coffee mug. Your very highly personalized.
He wouldn't do that while I was here, because I'd throw him through the front door.
So anyway, G-Unit's a little miffed, and of course this morning when I went to get mine, there were lip markings all over it and cold coffee stains in the bottom of it. So I knew somebody was using mine as well.
As soon as I saw your coffee cup this morning, I was like, somebody's been drinking out of his coffee cup too.
Yep. Now mine is personalized with the saying "the real G," and it's got a monogram G, and it says "the real G."
And that was custom made for you.
Yes, I'm the only one that's got one.
That's cool.
This is the only one.
That's all right.
And somebody's been using it,
and that will not work.
And we're just a little miffed about it. We don't think our coffee mug should be treated as community property.
If you're listening,
I don't want to take mine home every day.
Well,
I'm afraid I'd drop it and break it or something.
Guess what I'm going to do?
All right.
Now that you mention it,
yes,
this is leaving with me today. It will not be up here overnight.
Yeah.
Anymore.
That we should have thought about this earlier, because I mean, if you've ever worked at a radio station before, you know they're inherently dirty and filthy. I've never been in one that's not. And I've been in a lot of radio stations, and they're all just gunky and dusty and smoky and
dog hair all
over the place, and people don't wash and bathe on the regular. I mean, it's just Funkville. And I don't want my coffee mug hanging out with those kind of lowlifes.
Nope. So we have,
so you're taking yours with you from now on. That's a brave move.
We have done enough opining about this on the air to no avail.
You're a brave man.
Management and standards and practices have done nothing.
They have done nothing.
They have been silent on the matter.
They're even complicit in the matter.
You have condoned this quietly, but we're done.
Well, I guess that's one way to nip it in the bud, as they say.
Think about it.
Taking it with you.
If you got a coffee cup and you're working in a factory and it's in the lunchroom, everybody knows it's your coffee cup. Wouldn't you be pissed if somebody was drinking out of your coffee cup? Yeah, of course you would. Rightfully so.
Well, we are.
Or if you're working in an office setting and somebody's drinking out of your coffee cup, you'd be right to be mad about it. And the Daybreak Morning Crew has had enough. We're done.
Putting your foot down. We're putting our foot down and taking our mugs home.
I'm almost ready to dump this cup all over the control board
No,
just
don't
to show
do that.
them
Don't
my
do that.
frustration. But
don't do that.
But I have decided I'm taking my coffee. I'm going to take my cup.
What happened to National Courtesy Day?
Well, doesn't exist around here.
It's 6:48. We're 12 away from the top of the hour. When we come back, we'll ask the question, which leftover foods would you eat cold? Which leftover food? Be thinking about that. Which leftover foods you had it the night before, had leftovers, put it in the fridge. Now it's lunchtime the next day. Which ones would you eat cold? We'll talk about that coming up. This is Daybreak.
The Rocket is coming to Jackson April 13th, Meridian Baptist Church. Roger Clemens will be the guest at the 4th annual benefit to the Trey Lindsay Scholarship. Roger Clemens has an unprecedented 7 Cy Young Awards, 354 wins, and 4,672 strikeouts. Clemens' career spanned 24 years with the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and Astros. The 11-time All-Star, winning 2 World Series with the New York Yankees. Silent auction is huge with sports celebrity memorabilia along with hunts, duck calls, vacation packages, restaurant packages, and more. Follow posts on Facebook mentioning items leading up to the event. Call 731-217-7187, 731-217-7187 for table sponsor or ticket information. Brought to you by WorkCare Resources and News Talk 96.5 FM and NewsTalkWTN.com.
What do you think he'll get you this year? Candy? Flowers?
No, I was thinking something more sparkly.
Wow, congratulations. How many carats do you think he'll spring forward?
Girl, forget the ring. I want some of that shiny 45 Automark bling.
At 45 Automark, get a jewelry box full of $1,000 savings just by walking in and saying,
"Show me the bling."
We've had an 18-year clean Carfax successful marriage to our customers, and to keep the romance alive, we're taking $1,000 off so our relationship thrives. Say,
"Show me the bling,"
and carry this loaded leather sunroof Honda CR-V over the threshold for $11,900. Pick up this 60,000-mile 2020 Chevy Colorado for just $21,900. Don't fall for Mr. Megadigger with a sappy sales spiel and false love sting when every drive-in your Forever 45 ride will give you the feels like a sweet romance with $1,000 off because you said,
"Show me the bling."
So call 989-8059 or come to 45 Automark today. Wear your $1,000 off the perfect for you ride with that love's in bloom at first sight feeling that'll make you swoon and leave you reeling. Dealer!
Not too expensive, nothing too fancy, just an authentic Italian family recipe served up piping hot, just like a pizza pie should be. Locally owned and operated Carico's Pizza, home of the $8 lunch special. 2 slices and a drink for just $8. Buy the slice or the 28-inch monster, perfect for the ball game. Carico's Pizza, 1370 Union University Drive. For catering, call 731-240-1033. For the full menu, visit caricospizza.com.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
Wake up with Wood. Daybreak with Greg Wood. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on 96.5 FM and newstalkwtn.com.
Welcome back in. Daybreak 96.5, newstalk965.com. Greg Wood, G-Unit in with you on this Tuesday morning. When it comes to leftovers, some people are fine with eating things straight out of the fridge. We recognize that. Others, however, need to reheat anything that was originally served hot. Classic example is pizza, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But every food is not as popular cold as pizza is. So a new poll asked people which leftovers they would indeed eat straight out of the fridge. Pizza obviously tops the list. 83% of the respondents would eat it cold. We all have had cold pizza.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah, so we've all had cold pizza. That leads the list. Would you eat fried chicken cold?
I have, yeah.
Sure, yeah, cold fried chicken. You know, you get up in the middle of the night, need a little, you need to nosh on something, right?
Yep.
There's a cold chicken leg in the fridge. You're just going to pick it up and
I got some
go
cold
at
chicken in my fridge right now.
it. See, there you go. Chicken's not bad. Quesadillas. I don't know how that made the list, but 58% would eat those cold. I don't think I've ever had the opportunity to eat a cold quesadilla, but apparently a lot of people do. What about bacon? You going to eat bacon cold?
I got some cold bacon in my fridge right now.
I mean, it's already cooked.
It's already cooked.
It's already cooked, but you didn't eat it all, so you saved it, stuck it in the fridge.
Yeah.
And you would eat it straight out of the fridge.
And made it that way. Cooked up a whole bunch of it.
Yeah.
That way you'd only have to nuke it for just a little bit and then put it on like a BLT sandwich.
But you're not supposed to heat it up. It's eating it cold.
Yeah, I would eat it cold.
Okay.
And have.
Okay. All right. So there you go. Bacon. 55% of the people said they would indeed eat bacon cold. I don't have a problem with that. That's fine. Pancakes. Cold leftover pancakes.
Maybe.
I got to say no on that one.
Okay.
I mean, I don't. Pancakes are so easy to make. Just make you a fresh batch.
Yeah, it doesn't
take
long
like
at all.
5 minutes.
Exactly.
And you can have a fresh, hot pancake. I'm not saving pancakes either. You going to save pancakes?
Probably not.
Because you always make more than you eat, always.
Yeah.
So you've got all this leftover. So, but I just throw them away. I don't want a cold pancake the next day. I'm going to say no on that one. Burritos. I don't think I've ever had a leftover burrito because I always eat them before they turn into a leftover.
Right on.
I'm finishing my burrito. Buffalo wings. That goes back to chicken.
Would do that.
Chicken.
Yes.
Fried rice. Fried rice.
Yep.
The cold Chinese.
A little. Yes.
Yeah, we'll do that. Orange chicken, French fries, cold French fries.
No, I would probably just nuke them for just a quick second.
You can't do that. That's not what it's about. You have to eat it cold.
Then I don't think I'd eat it cold.
Yeah. There is no heating up. There is no nuking. There's no air frying. It's leftover. You got to eat it straight out of the fridge.
No,
lasagna.
Yes, I have eaten some cold lasagna before.
Yikes. Barbecue. Have eaten cold barbecue.
Yes.
Have eaten cold barbecue. Hot dogs. Cheeseburgers. Mac and cheese.
Absolutely.
Cold mac and cheese.
Yes.
Yeesh.
Yep.
Brussels sprouts.
No.
Do you like those?
I'll eat them, but not cold.
I don't really care for them.
Because my newlywed, she likes to cook those, and I just...
What does she do? Bake them in the oven?
Yeah.
Roast them? She roasts
yeah.
Brussels sprouts? Yeah. Mashed potatoes.
No, I wouldn't eat it cold.
I've done that. I've put cold mashed potatoes on a sandwich. Ever had like a meatloaf sandwich?
Yes.
Yeah. Cold mashed potatoes. That's how you do it.
Okay.
Chili. Cold chili.
No, that's un-American.
Only 17% said that they would eat chili cold.
You're communist if you eat chili
and
cold.
This is the worst one. Biscuits and gravy.
Oh, heck no.
Whoever came up with that?
That's disgusting.
Only 8% of the people would eat it cold.
There's one thing it wasn't on the list, but I would certainly, and I have eaten it several times.
Cold right out of the fridge?
Yep.
What's that?
Sausage patties.
Like leftover?
Yeah.
Okay, I can see that.
Just quick and easy. A mouthful of it, about 3 of those, and I'm good.
I don't know that I have eaten leftover sausage, but it wasn't out of the fridge. I don't think I refrigerate cooked sausage.
I wonder if I should not eat that. I don't know now.
When I cook, I'm trying to think, because I don't cook sausage hardly ever. But if I do and have some left over, I think I just wrap it up and leave it like on the stove.
All right, here's a question for you. Here's a question for you.
I can't remember. Yeah, go ahead.
Would you eat fried chicken livers cold?
Yeah, have.
Okay.
Would again. What about pate?
I don't think I know what that is.
That's why I asked. I just wanted you to say yes or no.
So I'm going to say no because I don't think I know what it is.
I mean, you eat that at room temperature anyway.
What is it?
It's a duck liver spread.
Ew.
You put it on like Toast Points. It's fancy. It's fancy.
That's why I don't know what it is.
It's duck liver spread.
No.
Or it's supposed to be. I guess you could have chicken liver pate. Oh, anyway, so that story's posted online. You can do a search for that. It's called "Which Leftover Foods Would You Eat Cold?" And there was some survey that they.
Some of that is not a part of National Courtesy Day today.
Most people agree that chili and biscuits and gravy would need to be reheated. Gravy is another thing I don't save. Because you always have more gravy than you'll eat. And gravy is just flour and milk and butter. So you can just make a new batch. Why would you save and eat leftover gravy? I'm not doing that.
Some butter.
So anyway, you can find that. We're right up against the top of the hour. Second hour of Daybreak is on the way. It is 39 degrees here in Midtown at the Jing Langley Ford Studios. 42 at the airport. We're still under a freeze warning till about 9 o'clock this morning. And we've got showers on the way this afternoon. Mostly cloudy with a high near 53. We'll give you a complete rundown of the forecast coming up. This is Daybreak.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bala Agnew in Washington. The Republican chairs of 3 high-profile House committees have sent a joint letter to the Manhattan District Attorney investigating former President Donald Trump.
Representatives Jim Jordan of Ohio, James Comer of Kentucky, and Brian Stile of Wisconsin are demanding testimony and documents from Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg related to his investigation and potential indictment of former President Trump in connection to an alleged hush money payment made to porn star Stormy Daniels. In the letter, the congressman wrote that indicting former President Trump would be, quote, an unprecedented abuse of prosecutorial authority. Edwin Mora, Capitol Hill.
In Miami Beach, Florida, the city commission has voted against imposing another curfew for this coming weekend, with violence on the rise during the spring break. City Commissioner Ricky Arriola says he's concerned about the financial losses of another curfew.
The fast food restaurants, the retail shops, not even talking bars and nightclubs, you're talking about thousands of employees that won't get a paycheck. That has unintended consequences.
Commissioner Laura Dominguez says based on her observations, the city has little to lose by imposing a curfew.
They had their own bottles of booze, their own sound systems, and they came with no intentions to spend any money in our city, but to trash it. We've all seen the videos of them jumping on cars. It's unacceptable.
Wyoming has pushed to the front of state efforts to prohibit the most common type of abortion by instituting the nation's first explicit ban on pills that terminate pregnancies. Medication abortions, which normally involve taking 2 prescription medications days apart, have become the preferred method for ending pregnancy in the U.S. That was even before the U.S. Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, and they now account for more than half of all abortions. More on these stories at townhall.com.
It's Prager here. Sue and I mean it. Dogs are part of our family. We love Otto and Snoopy so much. There's nothing quite like their loyal companionship. So we provide them with Rough Greens. In fact, I just talked to my wife about it because we want them to be healthy and we want them to be with us as long as possible. That's true. I know Sebastian Gorka feels the same way.
The Pragers and I couldn't agree more. Our pups, Killian and Leia, rely on us to provide what's best for them. And naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black has packed Rough Greens full of vitamins, minerals, digestive enzymes, omega oils, and more that supplement their food in a way that has shown us great results. Trying out Rough Greens is an easy yes, recommended by me, Dr. G.
Naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black here, and I'm so proud that the Pragers and Sebastian Gorka have entrusted their dog's health to Rough Greens. I'm so confident that Rough Greens can help your dog, I'm offering you a free Jumpstart trial bag. Just cover the shipping. Yes, your dog's food is dead food, but you can bring it back to life with Rough Greens. Go to ruffgreens.com.
6. States are considering tougher penalties for possession of fentanyl.
This move comes as U.S. overdose fatalities are at an all-time high. Fentanyl is the powerful opioid linked to most of the deaths. Proponents say prosecutors and police need more tools to help with the fight because fentanyl and other synthetic opioids are so deadly. They represent a shift in places where lawmakers had been reducing drug penalties as part of criminal justice reform efforts. But other advocates worry harsher penalties will result in even more dangerous drug supplies and punish people who really need help. John Scott reported.
Big mounds of garbage are piling up in Paris. A 2-week strike there by garbage collectors, taking a toll on the renowned aesthetics of the French capital. There is broad opposition to President Emmanuel Macron's decision to raise the retirement age from 62 to 64. You'll find more on these stories, more news and analysis at townhall.com. General Motors Cruise Autonomous Vehicle Unit has asked California for permission to test the cars across the entire state.
The GM subsidiary is already running an autonomous ride-hailing service in its hometown of San Francisco after testing for more than 2 years. It doesn't have specific plans yet to expand testing in California, but applying with the Department of Motor Vehicles is a step toward entering larger cities such as Los Angeles.
That's correspondent Jeremy House. Senator Elizabeth Warren is calling for a broad investigation into regulatory failures that led to recent bank collapses. Senator Warren calling on the inspectors general of the FDIC, Treasury Department, and the Federal Reserve to investigate the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. She's also insisting the investigation be conducted independently of Fed Chairman Jerome Powell. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioTE at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioTE. BioTE uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioTE, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioTE program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Is your office or home office in need of a new printer, copier, fax, or multifunction machine? Do you need business cards, envelopes, or office supplies? Are you looking to upgrade to new office furniture? Office World Incorporated in Trenton has been serving all of the Gibson County and the West Tennessee area for over 65 years. Office World is a franchise partner of OfficeZilla. Call today, 731-855-9131, or email officeworldinc@gmail.com.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range, date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
Award-winning Watson's Cleaning Service specializes in commercial and residential cleaning. Watson's cleans huge commercial buildings. West Tennessee Agriculture and Education Center, the Federal Court Building in downtown Jackson. Watson's also specializes in residential cleaning services, stripping and waxing floors, buffing, pulling trash, sweeping and mopping, vacuuming, household cleaning, baseboards, walls, dishes, dusting and organizing. Call 731-293-3808. Family owned and operated Watson's Cleaning Services. 293-3808.
Hey, Dad, your prescription will be ready in just a minute. Hey, Dad, your laundry will be ready in just a minute. Dad, your lunch will be ready in just a minute.
Hey, honey, why don't you take a minute? When you help care for a loved one, you give them as much time as you can. But it's just as important to take time for yourself. AARP can help. Find free care guides to support you and your loved one at aarp.org/caregiving. That's aarp.org/caregiving. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
They say consistency is the key to success. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently refreshing and light? Michelob Ultra, only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit newstalkwtn.com. Then click to download.
Welcome back in Daybreak 96.5 FM, News Talk 96.5.com. It's Daybreak. Greg Wood, G-Unit in the studio with you here at the Gene Langley Ford Studios, Midtown Jackson. 39 degrees officially here at the studios. Meanwhile, out at the airport, the official temperature, according to the National Weather Service, it's 42 there at the airport. Overcast skies. We're still under a freeze warning until 9 o'clock this morning. I don't know why we don't have freezing temperatures, and we didn't overnight.
No, and I stuck my head out during the break, and I told you, I said, man, it feels a heck of a lot better than it did yesterday morning.
Well, the reason is because we've got storms on the way. By late this afternoon, showers likely. Overcast now. We'll see mostly cloudy skies later on this day. High near 53 degrees. Tonight, showers likely. Thunderstorms also possible overnight tonight. Cloudy. Look for a low around 47. Wednesday, when we're supposed to be off anyway, according to a recent survey.
National Courtesy Day says we're going to take tomorrow off.
Chance of showers, thunderstorms in the morning, and then simply showers between 10 and noon. Mostly cloudy, high near 68. Rain's out of the way by tomorrow night. Mostly cloudy, low around 60 and breezy again. Thursday, partly sunny, high near 77 and breezy. And Thursday night, slight chance of showers. And then Friday, back to showers and possibly a thunderstorm. That forecast could change between now and then, looking ahead to Friday. But Friday night showers. Then your extended forecast as we look towards the weekend, mostly sunny with a high near 66 on Saturday. And a 30% chance of showers on Sunday. Mostly sunny otherwise with a high near 73. Taking a look at the Delta Color Weather Radar, the 144-mile range. We do have rain that's moving into this area as we speak. So we're seeing an increase in clouds, and there's actually precip in some areas. It hasn't quite gotten to us yet, it doesn't appear, but it soon will. It's on the way. We've got some yellows and some oranges in down around the Memphis area. That is moving this way. So we will see some showers later on this morning. It's not far off as we check the Delta Color Weather Radar there. So
take your raincoat with you if you're headed outside.
That's not a bad idea, or at least an umbrella. Umbrella. All right, so a lot of people have been up for a while getting ready to, head to the office or the factory floor or whatever. So Everybody's got a morning routine.
Or if you just got off from the overnight shift from the graveyard.
This is not for them. I said what I said for a reason. Everybody's got a morning routine.
All right. This is National Courtesy Day. Don't pick on me today. Can I get one day from the wrath of Greg Wood?
All right, so there seems to be a new trend amongst consumers, especially women, who are opting for longer, less frequent hair washing while using a larger variety of products in the shower. Okay? The list is pretty long. Hair cleansers for light rinsing, conditioning masks for moisture, scalp serums to promote hair growth, scalp scrubs to get rid of dandruff, and bond builders to smooth hair damaged by color and or heat. That's a lot of product. Most are recommended for shower use because directions require leaving the products in the hair before rinsing. So for consumers, the lengthy hair care routine is a way to reset and provide refuge, especially after dealing with stresses from the outside world. So consumers are splurging on premium hair or body products because they're relatively affordable compared with other luxury items. Sales of hair products grew 22% last year alone. 22%, that's a chunk.
You know what kind of shampoo I use?
I do not.
The one that says shampoo on it. That's fine for me.
You know, I've heard especially women talk about or mention that if their husband or they're over at their boyfriend's house or whatever, and they just happen to look in the shower, because you know they do that.
They do.
You know they do
Yes.
that. They look in your shower,
Yep.
see if it's clean and what kind of gear you've got, and you know, all that stuff. That if that person is using like one of those 4-in-1 or 5-in-1 shampoo, conditioner, armpit, chest hair, you know, feet, hands, whatever, all of those all-in-one products,
right?
That's a red flag, according to them. Like run far, run fast. If they use one of those all-in-one bottles of juice. This will take care of anything. I even use it on my wheels on my truck.
It'll clean up oil spots in the driveway.
It sure will. But anyway, this article, referring specifically to women, have all of these. Their showers are jam-packed with these products.
Oh, my
And
Lord.
I just mentioned a few of them in the beginning of this story. This one woman has a weekly hair washing day. And that's the other thing, is women aren't washing their hair like they used to, or as often as they used to. I knew nothing about this. And there was this woman that lived in my house for a while. She called herself my wife at the time. And she had all these products, and then they just kind of disappeared, and there was only like 1 or 2 bottles of stuff. And the comment was made, well, I don't need to, I'm not going to wash my hair today or something like that. She said, I'll just use my dry shampoo. And I was like, okay, what is that?
It's a thing.
I had no idea.
It is a thing.
I was like, dry. Of course, I've been bald for a dozen years, so I haven't used shampoo.
I did not ask you what kind of shampoo that you use.
Yeah, forget about it. But I had no idea about dry shampoo. And I was like, what in the world is that? So she showed me, and she would just kind of like shake it, and then she would brush it, you know. And I was like, well, how often do you do that? And she said something. I don't remember what she said, but she does that in a quick fix kind of thing. Well, I don't want to wash my hair, so it's dry shampoo. And I was like, where did you learn about this? I've never seen it in the store. Is that an automotive or sporting goods? Because I'd never heard of it. And I was like, how does it work? What is it? What does it do? And she's like, well, you know, it livens your hair back up. You know, it soaks up some stuff that might be in there. And she said it just refreshes your hair, and you don't have to wash it as often. And so that's another thing that women are doing is dry shampoo. Do men use dry shampoo?
I have not used dry shampoo.
Well, you know, when you get to that section of the department store, or not department store, but your Walmarts or Targets, or when you get to that particular part of the store, you know, you've got a blue aisle and a pink aisle. And I've never noticed dry shampoo in the blue aisle where all the men's products are. You know, and then you got the pink aisle where all the women's products are. And I guess that's where it is, where you find it, right?
I don't know.
I've never seen it in the blue aisle. Dry shampoo.
I didn't even know there was a blue and a pink aisle. I guess that's how oblivious that I am to this.
Well, of course you do. Yeah, you know where the blue aisle is. It's where the shaving stuff is.
Okay.
You know, and you got your, what else is over there? All the 5-in-1, 12-in-1 washers
right?
and soaps and salves.
One size fits all.
And balms and all that that's all on the blue aisle. And then over on the pink aisle, you've got hairbrushes and shampoo and, you know, hairspray and all, you know, everything like that is on the pink aisle. But I've never seen blue aisle dry shampoo.
I have been oblivious to this, apparently.
Somebody's knocking on the door. Let's go to the phone lines on this Tuesday morning. Caller, go ahead. You're live.
Good morning, my favorite talk show gurus.
Come on in. How are you?
All right. I have a solution to the coffee cup caper.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we're listening.
Now, G-Unit is all ears on this issue.
Talk to me.
Oh, okay. Okay, now we know the culprit is Dan Reeves for G-Unit. And since there's a lipstick on your cup, we know Dan Reeves is also the culprit on your cup.
All righty.
Now, so all you have to do is put the cups up on a high shelf and don't have a stool around.
Oh, you're going to get us in bad trouble.
All right, y'all have a good morning.
Thanks, man. Appreciate the call. He may have something
I
there.
feel better already. Woo!
Like to remind the callers and listeners of this National Courtesy Day.
That went out the window.
Thanks for the call. Appreciate it. CW phone lines, 731-265-6496 gets you straight into the studio, just like that past caller. Or you can text us straight to the studio as well. The Advanced Rehab text line, 731-800-TEXT. That's 731-800-8398. It's 7:20 on this Tuesday morning. More on the way. This is Daybreak.
News Talk West Tennessee includes newstalk965.com and Newstalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and newstalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
Vintage doesn't always mean long-lasting. As your home systems age, your repair costs, utility bills, and breakdowns rise. During Hiller's Vintage Showdown, we're giving away a free new system to the owner of the oldest HVAC unit. Submit a picture of your old equipment online to see if you qualify as the winner. Everybody wins with trade-in credits plus 0% financing for up to 48 months with approved credit on select new HVAC systems. Enter to win now at happyhiller.com.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
When you need a heart expert, you need an expert with heart. Corbin Cardiology is dedicated to providing the highest quality cardiovascular care in West Tennessee. At Corbin Cardiology, our patient-centered approach, along with a full array of diagnostic imaging services, sets us apart from other cardiovascular clinics. Corbin Cardiology has clinics in Bartlett, Dyersburg, Lexington, and the newest location is now open in Jackson at 58 Murray Guard Drive. To schedule an appointment in office or by telemedicine, visit CorbinCardiology.com
or call 731-513-5600.
5701.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking. Or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
The sea, it swells like a sore head, and the night it is aching. Two lovers lie with no sheets on their bed, and the day it is breaking. On rainy days we go swimming out, on rainy days swimming in the sand. On rainy days we'd go swimming out.
All right, it's 7:23. We're 7 away from the bottom of the hour. G-Unit's getting our sports report ready. Coming up at the bottom of the hour, Dodge, the car manufacturer, has unveiled their last super-fast gasoline muscle car. The last gas-powered muscle car from Dodge isn't leaving the road without some squeals, some thunder, and some crazy fast speed.
There we go.
The 2023 Challenger SRT Demon 170. I don't know how they got all that on the back of the car. 2023 Challenger SRT Demon 170 delivers 1,025 horsepower. Dang. From its 6.2-liter supercharged V8. And the automaker says it'll be the quickest production car made.
I bet.
Said it'll go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in a scary 1.66 seconds. Making it faster than even electric supercars from Tesla and Lucid. I don't know what a Lucid car is.
I don't either.
The last of the rumbling cars that for decades were a fixture of American culture on Saturday night rides all over the country.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what they're calling it. Dodge will stop making gas versions of the Dodge Challenger and Charger and the Chrysler 300 big sedan by the end of this year. No more gas. Squeezed out by government fuel economy regulations and an accelerating shift to electric vehicles to fight climate change.
I'm just going to say this. 1,000 horsepower on a street car, it's a whole lot of muscle right there.
That's beefy.
Yep.
That is beefy.
Don't go buy one of those if you're not ready for it.
That's right. I mean, if you've never driven with that kind of power, it can be intimidating for a lot of people.
Careful out there with them things.
Is that a Hemi? The Canadian factory that makes these cars, or those three cars, the Challenger, the Charger, and the 300, they'll be retooled to make electric versions of larger cars starting next year. One of the bosses has not said whether all three models will survive, but it did show off a Charger Daytona SRT electric concept muscle car back in August. Okay, that's a misnomer. An electric muscle car? No. I don't think that's a thing. I don't think it can be a thing. An electric muscle car?
Well, my nearly wed says she wants a Demon.
I don't know what that is.
She just texted me.
Well, that's that car. Challenger SRT Demon 170.
1,025 horsepower.
Yep.
That's a whole lot of muscle.
6.2-liter V8 supercharged.
Hey, you know what? This is one thing I have never been able to do. I was raised around race cars and stuff like that.
That's it.
Yep.
She wants that?
That's what she wants.
Is she going to get it?
I don't know yet. Wonder what the price tag is on it.
Yeah, let's see.
Is she listening? Are you listening to me?
She better be.
I got to be nicer now.
She better be. Let's see. The new Challenger Demon, a descendant of a car that first went on sale in 1969, also produces 945 pound-feet of torque. That's rotational force. So much power that Dodge had to strengthen the rear drive shaft and differential with aerospace-grade metal.
Twisting things right out from under.
I was going to say, the whole back end will come off with that much power.
I've seen high-horsepower cars break a drive shaft in half right on the starting line of a drag strip.
So have I. The Demon 170 is street legal, even though it comes with, well, where did that go?
So I just did a quick conversion. A 6.2 liter is 378 cubic inches of pure horsepower.
Yeah.
And it's supercharged too.
It is. The V8.
And for how much is the price tag on
well,
all those
I'm getting
things?
there. At a devilish $96,666.
Woo!
$100,000 for a Dodge. I know the specs sound impressive, but at the end of the day, it's still a Dodge. $100,000? Come on, really?
Man.
The car comes standard with only a driver's seat and a basic radio.
You're going to have an AM radio up in here?
It does have air conditioning. Front passenger and back seats are optional for $1 each.
Now, if you could get a front bench seat in one of these, like in an El Camino,
yes,
or the pickup truck back in the day,
you can also add leather and a sunroof and a better sound system. They're only going to make 3,300 of them. And they may not even make that number, they say, because of potential parts shortages and limited production time. That's a lot of car.
$100,000.
Gets 13 miles to the gallon.
At $100,000.
And that's if you're not hot dogging. If you're hot dogging it, and of course you will be with that much power, of course you're going to hot dog it. But it only gets 13 miles per gallon in the city, 21 on the highway.
Oh, my woman would hot dog the snot out of it.
Says it's doubtful anyone buying one will even care about the miles per gallon.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh, you don't buy that car to sit in the garage.
Nope. No.
You got to take it out. Treat it dirty. $100,000 for a Dodge.
We need to ditch this story because my woman is texting me as we're reading this.
She wants one. Has anybody got one? Well, they haven't started making
Probably
them
not.
yet.
Not yet.
They're not going to make 3,300 of them. So, yikes. That's a lot of car. That is a lot of car.
Did I ever tell you the kind of car my mother had when I was a little kid?
No, you haven't.
When I was a little kid, like 2, 3, 4 years old, the first car that I remember my mother having was a 1967 Pontiac GTO.
She did not.
Yes, sir. Solid black.
What is she doing with that?
Solid black. And listen, I told you.
She running shine?
Anyway.
She's running bootleg liquor.
But my family is a family of daredevils.
Okay.
My mother had a 67 GTO.
Wow.
Black, with black vinyl seats. Remember sitting down on something like that in the summertime?
Oh, it'll light you up. With
the windows rolled up, and it's been sitting in the sun for about 4 hours.
Why do I smell bacon?
Exactly.
Yeah.
With a 327 with a 4-speed in it.
God.
And she was badass, man.
Whatever happened to it? Do you know?
I don't know. I wish
ever
we
tracked
had
it down?
I don't know. I wish we had it.
I bet somebody's
If I
got
ever
it.
hit the lottery, I would buy my mother one exactly like it. With those Keystone mag wheels on it.
Yep.
It was a smooth looking car, man.
Those were good cars.
Yep.
Like those.
And so my mother had one when I was about 3, 4 years old.
That's impressive.
She said she would have dudes pull up beside her at a stoplight, even with me in it. Guys wanting to get froggy, and she'd wear them out.
Sheesh. Nice. All right, it's bottom of the 7 o'clock hour. It's spring break season. I think our schools, Jackson-Madison County schools, have already had spring break, I believe.
It was last week, yep.
Others are still kind of wandering in and wandering out from their spring break. Meanwhile, Miami Beach's mayor is not joining the chance of spring break forever. Instead, his city wants to curb its position as the ultimate destination for sand, sun, and too many margaritas after 2 fatal gun violence incidents involving out-of-towners occurred there over the weekend. Shooting in Miami Beach.
Yeah.
To try to contain unruly crowds, Miami Beach implemented a curfew Sunday. marking the 4th year in a row it's had to do such during spring break, and they restricted certain alcohol sales. Miami Beach. Where else is the hot spot for spring break? Used to it was Fort Lauderdale.
Well, I saw something on the news related to this story, and that was Panama City Beach said eventually it got too crazy in Panama City Beach.
That's rough, man.
And they restricted alcohol sales after about 6 o'clock at night.
6 o'clock?
And it did away with all the spring breakers coming to Panama City Beach and tearing the town up.
Yeah, which they have been doing for years.
Mm-hmm. So now it's normal folks going on vacation to Panama City Beach during the spring break.
So it's more of a family destination
It's more family,
now?
yes.
Really?
Yes. Yep.
Please tell me I can get a tattoo and an airbrush T-shirt if I go.
Probably.
They can't take that away from us.
But you got to get your drinking. You got to buy all you want to drink before 6 o'clock. I think that's what the story was.
And I bet there's limits on how much you can buy.
I was just paying half attention to it, but I just saw that about the Panama City part.
Wow. I don't know the last time I was in Panama City Beach.
I know the last time I was in Destin, it was bumper to bumper.
Well, Destin's, No, I've been
for
to
about
Destin.
5 miles, and this was maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah, I've been to Destin since I've been to PCB.
And I thought, this is nuts.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking around Gulf Shores and Fort Morgan.
I like Fort Morgan.
Yeah. It's laid back and low key.
Yeah.
Not a lot of tourist crap. And if you want to go to Pensacola, drive out toward Fort Pickens.
Fort Pickens, yeah.
Because it's not, the beaches aren't jam-packed.
I always like Dauphin Island, too.
Dauphin Island's cool.
Because it's laid back.
In Mobile.
You know, they don't have airbrush T-shirts and license plates at Dauphin Island.
You can just kind of hang out there and just kind of drop out for about a week.
Yeah. Well, I think we have just admitted that we're too old for spring break.
You're right about that.
All right. We got to break away because we got to get ready for sports. And then when we come back, we're going to get into your daily quiz.
No.
It's not math this time.
Because you were quizzing me on math last week, and I failed both of those horribly. One of them was on Monday morning.
And this one's not math. This one's not math. It's about Twitter. It's about Twitter. It's about Twitter.
All right.
All right. So there's your curve.
Is this going to be an open book test or
yeah,
not?
Yeah. You can chat GPT all the answers. I don't care. It's 7:34 here at Daybreak 96.5 FM and News Talk 965.com.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn & Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com.
If you're in business, you know just how important each call is. You don't have time for phone or internet downtime. Your business needs a reliable communications partner 24/7. You need Lifeline Voice and Data. Lifeline Voice and Data provides telephone service to emergency service facilities all over West Tennessee and beyond. For your business, we don't just provide a phone line. We provide a lifeline. Lifeline Voice and Data.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
To some, the sound of a baby babbling doesn't mean much, but that's not true. They're testing out vowels and consonants and trying different sounds. And by 12 months, their babbling is beginning to take on meaning, especially if there's no babbling at all. Little to no babbling by 12 months or later is just one of the possible signs of autism in children. Learn more at autismspeaks.org. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
96.5 FM. Home of the Dan Reeves Show.
Weekday afternoons, 3 till 6.
As long as the night is colored blue and black. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. As long as you're on your knees and she's not on her back. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Avenue Atlantica, 1702. She's Coco Butter, baby, she's the glue. She's got the baby. I'm gonna change like the weather, hot to
7:38, 22 away from the top of the hour. It's 40 degrees now in Midtown Jackson here at the 96.5 studios. Gene Langley Ford Studios. Back at the airport. Meanwhile, back at the airport, we're looking at 42 degrees overcast. We're still under a freeze warning until 9. They've not lifted that. It expires at 9 o'clock. Why we're under a freeze warning, I don't know. It's too warm for that. However, we do have showers in the forecast late this afternoon.
Lord.
Mostly cloudy, otherwise a high near 53. Showers likely. Thunderstorms possible overnight tonight. We'll see showers throughout the overnight hours tonight. Cloudy skies, a low around 47. And then tomorrow, other chances of showers and thunderstorms through the morning. And then showers up until around noon tomorrow. Mostly cloudy, high near 68. Weekend looking pretty good. Saturday, mostly sunny, high near 66. And then Sunday, right now, 30% chance of showers, mostly sunny with a high near 73. So, and then there's some other chances off and on the rest of the week. Thursday night, Friday, and Friday night, more showers.
Come on.
So beginning this afternoon, it's just going to be raining for several days.
And people like me who really want to get outside and just kind of tool around in the yard.
I know, you can't.
It's just...
you can't. Going back to the Delta Color Weather Radar, the 144-mile range, we still got some activity that is coming up. Haywood County, look out. Fayette County, you're fixing to get a little bit. I mean, this is not very heavy stuff, so there's no storms or anything involved. It's just a lot of precipitation that's tracking and moving this way. And right now, Fayette County and southern Haywood County look to be about where they're fixing to get some. And it's going to be another 30, 45 minutes, it looks like, before we see it.
If you're walking out, if you're just about to walk out the door, grab an umbrella or your raincoat with you.
That would not be a bad idea. 7:40 the time here at daybreak. G Unit standing by has got sports for us on this Tuesday morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Greg. This morning sports brought to you by An Evening with the Rocket. The Rocket, Roger Clemens, is coming to town in Jackson on April the 13th at Meridian Baptist Church. Roger Clemens will be our guest for the fourth annual event to benefit the Trey Lindsay Scholarship. Clemens has 11 times, been an All-Star 11 times and won 2 World Series with the Yankees, and includes a history-making 4,672 strikeouts over a 24-year career. For sponsorship or ticket information, call 731-217-7187. The number again, 731-217-7187. Also brought to you by the mayoral Jackson City debate coming up this Thursday night at Northside High School Auditorium. We're bringing to you that right here from News Talk 96.5. Also sponsored by our friends at Sports Orthopedic and Spine. That's the mayoral debate. Log on to our website and submit your questions for all 6 mayoral candidates coming up again this Thursday night. Gene Langley Ford. Log on to GeneLangleyFord.com and Southeastern Termite and Pest Control. Well, Greg, the madness continues. This time in the women's NCAA tournament.
Yes.
The number 8 seed Miami Hurricanes went to Indiana and took down the number 1 seed Hoosiers.
That's our girl from Greenfield, right?
Greenfield's Chloe Moore McNeil scored 9 points in the loss for Indiana.
They dropped to Miami.
Dropped to Miami. Miami was a number 8 seed. That's the second number 1 seed in the ladies bracket to go down, destroying a lot of brackets. On Sunday, number 8 Ole Miss took down number 1 seed Stanford. So a lot of lady brackets are destroyed as well. The remaining SEC teams in the ladies dance are South Carolina, LSU, and the Tennessee Lady Vols. And in racing news, Formula One is back in action in 2 weeks in Melbourne, Australia. So far this year, Formula One has competed on road courses in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. You know, one thing, you mentioned you like Formula One. Sort of.
Yes, yes, I do.
One thing I love about Formula One is the cachet that it carries all across the world. Because when you have the president,
it's high-end
or
stuff.
the prime minister,
Yes.
or the king handing you the winner's trophy for that event,
It's high-end, man.
that is cool right there, man.
It's serious business.
The points leader so far this year, Max Verstappen, number 1, Sergio Perez, number 2, Fernando Alonso, number 3, Carlos Sainz, number 4, Lewis Hamilton, the perennial favorite for just about every event that he enters, is currently number 5 in the driver standings. Now, Hamilton's also got some news. He will be out of a contract at the end of the 2023 season. He last signed a 2-year contract in 2021 for, are you sitting down, Greg?
Yes.
A 2-year contract for Lewis Hamilton?
Yes.
$147 million.
See, that's what I'm saying. That is serious stuff.
So you know what Lewis Hamilton said to all the baseball and basketball guys?
What?
Said, hold my drink.
Yeah.
Well, hold my beer. And
2 years, $100 million.
2 years, $147 million.
So $150 million.
Almost $75 million a year.
Hmm.
Said, oh, yeah. You think you got a big contract because you play basketball or baseball or whatever?
I drive a car. Fast car, but I drive a car.
Here in my car. What Gary Newman said.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This morning's sports brought to you by Lifeline Voice and Data, Cambridge Men's Store, Jackson State Community College. Plan your future at jscc.edu. Your moods will be better at Advanced Rehab by OT, Precision Auto Body in Milan, Pops Music, and Dapper Dan's favorite, Mulligan's.
All right, here we go. Quiz time.
Oh, no.
It was on this date back in 2006, okay? Jack Dorsey sent out the first ever tweet, saying, just setting up my Twitter. So to celebrate the first tweet being sent out, we're going to do some Twitter trivia. I'll give you a tweet that's among the top 30 most liked tweets ever, and you just have to tell me who tweeted it out.
Okay.
All right. Number 1. This is one of the top 30 most liked tweets ever. Okay.
All right.
Next, I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in.
Oh, that's Elon Musk.
That's Elon Musk. Very good.
Yes.
Very good.
Yep.
Okay. We did it at Joe Biden.
We did it at Joe Biden?
Yeah, well, they tagged Joe Biden. We did it. Tag Joe Biden.
I'd have to say Joe Biden.
No, that would be Kamala Harris.
Oh, okay.
Hey, guys, want to feel old? I'm 40. You're welcome. Top 30 tweets.
Leonardo DiCaprio?
Hey, that's pretty good. No, it's Macaulay Culkin. Home Alone kid.
Yeah.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
And then finally, I'll give you this one. Love you, purple heart emoji.
Prince?
Love you. That's what I would have said, too.
Did you guess the same thing?
I'd guess
when
Prince.
You saw it? Okay.
I guess Prince. The answer is J-Hope of BTS. And I don't even know who that is.
I was going to ask, who was that?
Love you, purple heart emoji. It's that Korean boy band.
Oh, okay. One of those K-pop.
Yeah. Very good.
Oh, okay.
Your cultural references are on point.
Only because I saw it on 60 Minutes a few weeks ago.
Hey, you don't have to.
I don't know who that was.
You don't have to spill the secrets, you know. Finally, I'll leave you with this before we have to take our last break coming up. The capital city of Saskatchewan in Canada. It's one of their states, one of their provinces in Canada, right?
Yep.
Saskatchewan. The capital of that province, Saskatchewan, is a city. It's called Regina.
Mm-hmm.
It's spelled Regina, but it's pronounced Regina, okay? And the tourism board has had to apologize after leaning into the obvious joke that people make when they say the name of that town. They launched a new ad campaign last week with two slogans that are not even close to being subtle at all.
Oh, Lord.
The first one, show us your Regina. And the next one is Regina, the city that rhymes with fun.
Oh, Lord.
The city that rhymes with fun. Shut up. I want to sit in on their next meetings, the tourism board for Saskatchewan. I just want to be a fly on the wall or just, put my back in the corner and just be invisible. But I want to hear, if they came up with that, that's good. The city that rhymes with fun.
Oh, my Lord.
That's bold. That is bold. We need to come up with something. Well, you can't. You can't come up with anything that clever.
Let me show you something. Read. Don't read it on the air. Just read it real quick.
See, I'm not the only one. Yep, not the only one.
Our moods are better with BioT as well.
I guess so, yeah. They don't even need BioT in Saskatchewan. They've got a tourism board. Man, that is mint.
At least they've got a sense of humor.
That is mint. I want a bumper sticker or something. It's got that on there. Regina, the city that rhymes with fun. Whew. That is mint right there. All right, let's settle down. 7:50. It's National Courtesy Day, and I don't feel like that we've put enough effort into the moment of the day. Courtesy Day. Now, is that what it is? National Courtesy
something
Day?
like that, yeah.
We don't even know.
No, it's because we figured out who was defiling our coffee cups.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, it kind of put us in a sour mood.
In a bit, yeah.
We need to reboot, I guess. 7:50, 10 away from the top of the hour. This is Daybreak.
Did you hear you can now earn your degree or certificate online at Jackson State Community College with degrees and certificates in criminal justice, business, healthcare, tech, and more? There's never been a better time to pursue your education online from the comfort of your own home. Jackson State also offers remote and hybrid options to cater to your busy schedule. Learn more about their online programs at jscc.edu/online.
King Jewelers is not your typical jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love, custom-made jewelry to suit the most discriminating taste. Or you can redesign an old piece that's just sitting in a jewelry box. Create something completely new and unique. Grover has over 40 years experience as a certified jeweler. Visit KingJewelerJackson.com. King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson-Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a Level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson-Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, workforce development, and early career opportunities for students, there's never been a better time to choose us. Tuition-free, Jackson-Madison County Schools. Visit jmcss.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
What's better than 20% over invoice or 15% over invoice or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Jean Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Jean Langley Ford in partnership with Ford Motor Company is accepting new orders at cost. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at JeanLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Jean Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
Show you. Now y'all heard of the popcorn, y'all heard of the dog, and you heard about all of them other dances. But now there's a brand new dance that's going around. I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the funky chicken. Y'all ready? I say y'all ready. Okay, here we go. You raise the left arm up. And you're right on too.
Yep, here we go.
Let me tell you just what to do.
Tell me.
Start boom on the flapping.
What?
Start the feet to kicking.
What?
That's when you know you're doing the funky chicken.
All right, so there appears to be an Uber Eats mystery in a suburb of L.A. out in California. Usually when that happens is because there's an item missing from your order, okay? Or maybe an entire order missing. That it just didn't come. You ordered it and it didn't show up. One neighborhood in California is dealing with the opposite problem with Uber Eats. There's a street in LA's Highland Park neighborhood that's been getting mysterious Uber Eats deliveries for the past month. We're talking dozens of bags of fast food chicken sandwiches, tacos, milkshakes, pastries, coffee, you name it. No one there where it's being delivered is placing those orders. In fact, some of the recipients don't even have an account with Uber Eats. But these orders just keep coming.
What?
At least a few of the residents have got more than 30 free food delivered.
That'll work.
That's what I'm thinking. At first, it was a random surprise, but the street's been getting more than a dozen a day. And so they've been looking for places to donate the food. That's a lot of fast food.
Okay.
And if you're wondering, some brave residents say they have eaten some of the mystery food.
Yeah, absolutely.
But according to a news report, there are a lot of vegetarians in the area because it is L.A., and they're asking the mystery sender to order more salads. We don't know where the food's coming from. We don't know who's getting it, who's paying for it, why. We have no idea, but please send more salads. We need more avocado. Uber Eats has opened an investigation, and they flagged a few accounts, but right now it's still unclear who is placing the orders and why. That's from KTLA.
That's crazy.
See, there's a McDonald's bag right there.
We want to say thank you for the food, but sorry, it's not a salad.
Yeah.
We're going to have to decline.
Yeah, quit sending this. I mean, I can't eat meat. I can't have a burger. I got to have a salad and a milkshake. I need a salad and a milkshake. Get on that.
And what's the flavor that we've been talking about for the last 2 days?
Hidden Valley Ranch.
I need a Hidden Valley Ranch milkshake.
Now, I'm going to try to go get that this afternoon because we've got to try it. We got to do it.
No.
I promised everybody we would do it this morning,
man.
I had something come up last minute, and I had to reschedule. So you have to go to Walmart to get the ice cream. Walmart is the only seller of the Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream. So, and it's kind of a problem for me to get to either Walmart in town. So, and when I got the call, that kind of blew it out of the water. I was like, well, I can't do it.
Well,
so we'll try to make amends, and I'll try to get it this afternoon. So in the morning, pizza rolls and Hidden Valley Ranch ice cream. And I'm going to have to do the pizza rolls at home because we don't have a microwave.
I was going to
here.
say.
I thought we did, but I was wrong.
Yeah.
There's no microwave.
I wonder if.
Or air fryer. I don't have an air. You have an air fryer?
I do not.
I don't either. I've really been on the fence about it. The only reason I haven't already gotten one is because I don't want to give up the counter space.
Makes sense.
They're kind of bulky.
Okay.
And I just don't have a lot of room in my kitchen to put it. I guess I could put it in the living room. You want to watch some TV and do a little air frying? Yeah. Pizza rolls coming up as soon as this episode's over. Where else could I put it?
The bathroom?
No, that's crossing the line.
What about the garage?
I don't have a garage.
Oh well.
I'm thinking dining room or the spare bedroom. I guess I could put it in there. Nobody ever goes in there.
Have you got a back deck or a back porch?
I do have a back porch.
Well, all right.
Guess I could do it out there. I never thought about air frying outside. That kind of defeats the purpose.
I don't even know how they work.
It's hot. It cooks with hot air. It's like a convection process.
Whatever that is, also
it's circulating hot air is all it is. You know, some ovens, you can get full-size ovens that offer a convection.
I've seen something like that, but I still didn't know what the process, what that meant.
It just circulates super hot air and cooks things and without using a lot of oil. Where normally you would, have a skillet, fill it with oil or Crisco or whatever, lard, and then drop your chicken or your pizza rolls in there, and bam!
That's how the LA people could get more salads by saying, hey, sorry, we really don't want your McDonald's or your Chick-fil-A or your Taco Bell. We just want the salad.
Just want the salad.
It's Courtesy Day. Can you please send us more salads for free?
That's, yeah. See, it's kind of sketch, though, because they don't know. I wouldn't be requesting anything. I'd want it to stop because you don't know who's doing it, if it's safe to eat. You don't know. So, it's real sketch.
It's National Courtesy It's National Courtesy Day. So one way you can show that is by not drinking out of anybody else's coffee cup at work.
That's right. Yes.
That's good enough for us.
That's all we ask.
We were a simple, dynamic duo. Just don't drink out of our coffee cups.
We don't bother people because we come and go and hardly ever see anybody.
Exactly.
I mean, so maybe they don't know who we are and they think those are just spare mugs. I guess we're going to have to start taking them with us.
I'm literally taking mine when the show is over with.
Well, that's now. See you tomorrow.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. New York City is increasing security ahead of a potential indictment of former President Donald Trump.
Extra security cameras have been installed and barricades have been erected around a Manhattan courthouse as law enforcement makes preparations for a possible indictment. A grand jury could indict the former president over an alleged hush money payment to an adult film star. Trump predicted he would be arrested this week and called on his supporters to protest.
As White House correspondent Greg Cluxton, a small protest took place yesterday in Lower Manhattan. So small that reporters outnumbered the demonstrators. Gavin Wax was among them with the New York Young Republican Club. He said he didn't think indicting the former president was a good idea.
I think it only helps one person. I think it only helps Donald J. Trump. I think it's going to solidify his win in the primary. I think it's going to help him in the general. So I don't know. It seems like a dumb electoral move.
On Capitol Hill, leading House Republicans are calling the potential indictment an unprecedented abuse of prosecutorial authority. They want to hear testimony from the Manhattan District Attorney. Correspondent Lisa Dwyer reports that Los Angeles schools will be closed as district workers plan to go on strike starting today.
They will be joined by teachers for a planned 3-day strike that will shut down the nation's second largest school system. The union representing support staffers say those staffers earn on average about $25,000 per year. Many live in poverty because of low pay or limited work hours while struggling with inflation and the high cost of housing in L.A. County. During the strike, some schools are expected to remain open with adult supervision but no instruction to give students somewhere to go. Dozens of libraries and parks, plus some grab-and-go spots for students to get lunches, are also planned to lessen the strain on parents now scrambling to find care. I'm Lisa Dwyer.
And more on these stories can be found at townhall.com.
Dennis Prager here. Sue and I mean it when we say dogs are part of our family. We love Otto and Snoopy so much, and there's nothing like their loyal companionship. So we provide them with Rough Greens, R-U-F-F, because we want them to feel healthy and be with us as long as possible. I know Charlie Kirk feels the same way.
The Pragers and I couldn't agree more. I rely on my trusted furry friend, Mr. Briggs, who's an absolute machine, and he relies on me to provide what's best for him. Naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black has packed Rough Greens, not a dog food, but a supplement full of vitamins, minerals, digestive enzymes, and omega oils that Mr. Briggs absolutely needs and loves. Trying Rough Greens for your dog just makes sense.
Greetings, Naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black here. I'm honored that the Pragers and Charlie trust their dog's health to Rough Green. I'm so confident that Rough Greens can help your dog too that I'm offering you a free Jumpstart trial bag. Just cover the shipping. Yes, dog food is dead food, but it doesn't have to be. Go to ruffgreens.com.
Federal safety regulators have determined why a Norfolk Southern train derailed in Alabama earlier this month. More from correspondent Norman Hall.
The National Transportation Safety Board says the Norfolk Southern train that derailed in Alabama lacked required alignment control couplers for 2 of its locomotives, and federal investigators say a company inspection did not identify the absence of the devices. The Safety Board was already investigating the fiery February derailment and toxic chemical burn in East Palestine, Ohio. The Safety Board says future investigation will focus on Norfolk Southern communication, maintenance, and inspection practices, as well as locomotive and rail car positioning and train handling. I'm Norman Hall.
The Women's College Basketball Sweet 16 will feature a new format and a bit of history when it begins. Later this week, the NCAA changes set up this season away from the traditional 4 sites down to 2. Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. In a story that seems destined for a made-for-TV crime docudrama, a dentist in Colorado has been arrested on suspicion of first-degree murder following the death of his wife. More details from Ed Donahue.
Investigators say James Craig was putting arsenic in his wife Angela's protein shakes and then added a shake with potassium cyanide powder. Court documents show the delivery of a third substance Craig is accused of ordering was intercepted by authorities after they began investigating him. Another tip to police was that the partner in the dental practice told a nurse Craig had ordered potassium cyanide even though they did not need it for their work. As Angela Craig was in the hospital with doctors unable to figure out what was wrong with her, investigators allege her husband was meeting with a woman he planned to start a new life with. He is due in court later this week. I'm Ed Donahue.
More on these stories at townhall.com. From Washington, I'm Bob Agnew.
Watch Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. on NewsTalkWestTennessee.com.
See all the Memphis legends, Jerry the King Lawler, Dangerous Doug Gilbert, Superstar Bill Dundee, along with stars of today,
The Mid-South Prodigy, Bam Bam Bundy, M.J. Davis, Mr. Marvelous Mike Mayo, Insane Dane, Big Gravy, The Rocket Josh Benson, Lucky P. Larson, and many, many more.
You can also view TCW on the News Talk West Tennessee app for all your Apple and Android devices.
Catch Tennessee Championship Wrestling every Saturday at noon on NewsTalkWTN.com.
What do you think he'll get you this year? Candy? Flowers?
No, I was thinking something more sparkly.
Wow, congratulations. How many carats do you think he'll spring for?
Girl, forget the ring. I want some of that shiny 45 Auto Mart bling.
At 45 Auto Mart, get a jewelry box full of $1,000 savings just by walking in and saying,
"Show me the bling."
We've had an 18-year clean Carfax successful marriage to our customers, and to keep the romance alive, we're taking $1,000 off so our relationship thrives. Say,
"Show me the bling."
And carry this loaded leather sunroof Honda CRV over the threshold for $11,900, or pick up this 60,000-mile 2020 Chevy Colorado for just $21,900. Don't fall for Mr. Mega Dealer with a sappy sales spiel and false love sting when every drive-in your Forever 45 ride will give you the feels like a sweet romance with $1,000 off because you said,
"Show me the bling."
So call 989-8059 or come to 45 Auto Mart today. Wear your $1,000 off the perfect for you ride with that love's in bloom at first sight feeling that'll make you swoon and leave you reeling. Dealer!
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioTE at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioTE. BioTE uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioTE, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioTE program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Looking to add a little spice to your love life?
Nothing adds spice like gunpowder.
Jackson's only indoor shooting range. Date night at the range. Here's what you lovebirds get: a shooting lane for two targets, 100 rounds of ammo, eye and ear protection, and a $30 gift certificate to Texas Roadhouse. All for just $99.99.
Now that's firepower.
Perfect for a gift card from the range. The Range, 2310 North Highland Avenue in Jackson.
Go to therange.com.
My name is Steven and I'm 41 years old. I started having problems with my weight, my focus, my energy all around. I spent thousands of dollars a year on supplements trying to get my weight down, and it never worked.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioTE. BioTE uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got the treatment and it has been the best decision of my life. I feel great. I'm losing weight. I have more energy. I'm getting stronger in the gym and I can focus so much better. And I notice that I also sleep better and I'm always in a good mood. And I believe it's all because of the BioTE treatment.
To schedule an appointment to find out if BioTE is right for you, call 731-462-3596. That's 731-462-3596.
When might you be buzzed? When you suddenly love everything.
You guys! I love this song! I love these nachos. I love our kickball league! Ugh! I love this guy! What's your name? You know what I'd love? A ride when it's time to head out.
If you see a buzzed warning sign, call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
I love your car. Is this real leather?
News Talk West Tennessee includes NewsTalk965.com and NewsTalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and NewsTalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
I know you wish that you could see in my window, wishing you could pull up the blind, and I'm wearing my Romeo flowers.
News Talk West Tennessee includes newstalk965.com and Newstalk 96.5 FM, covering local news, sports, and weather on an extensive network of platforms, including radio, social media streaming, digital TV, live stream, podcasts, all on your devices. Our local and live weekday lineup includes Daybreak with Greg Wood and G-Unit, Walker Talks with Chuck Walker and Julie Holt, The Dan Reeves Show with Gina Langley and Larry Newman, Dave Ramsey, Jackson-Madison County Schools Game of the Week, UT Vols Sports, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Local, live, News Talk West Tennessee and newstalk965.com. Hear it first on News Talk 96.5 FM. We might be talking about you.
Precision Auto Body strives to provide you with excellent customer care. Precision Auto Body will gladly handle your insurance work. Get a free quote.
They say consistency is the key to success. They weren't wrong. So how about grabbing a beer that's consistently smooth, consistently refreshing, and consistently light? You might just find that the road to success can be pretty enjoyable. Michelob Ultra, the perfect balance of taste and refreshment, and only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Michelob Ultra Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson.
When you need a heart expert, you need an expert with heart. Corbin Cardiology is dedicated to providing the highest quality cardiovascular care in West Tennessee. At Corbin Cardiology, our patient-centered approach, along with a full array of diagnostic imaging services, sets us apart from other cardiovascular clinics. Corbin Cardiology has clinics in Bartlett, Dyersburg, Lexington, and the newest location is now open in Jackson at 58 Murray Guard Drive. To schedule an appointment in office or by telemedicine, visit CorbinCardiology.com
or call 731-513-5701.
Get all the latest news, talk, weather, and sports. NewsTalkWTN.com and 96.5 FM. The Tennessee Volunteers play here. 96.5 FM. News Talk West Tennessee. NewsTalkWTN.com.
Good Tuesday morning. Baby, it's not that cold outside this morning, Gina, I noticed, but under a freeze warning. It's 40 degrees. 40 has never felt better.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
This afternoon, 52 degrees. That's where we'll top out at. We're going to be live and direct today, 3 to 6 out at Omen Arena, Jackson-Madison County Schools. Job fair today. They're hiring for all positions. You can check it out online at jmcss.org. It'll be there today from 3 to 6 from the Omen Arena. It's going to be weird to be at Omen Arena with no wrestling. You know, my name's Dan Rees along with Gina Langley. Good morning. It's Tuesday. It is March 21st. We're steamrolling toward Thursday night's mayoral debate. It's going to be held at the Jackson Northside High School Performing Arts Center. on it. It is a great theater. It's behind Northside High School. It's right there beside the football stadium. I mean, when you walk in the front gates of Thurman Reynolds Stadium, and it is a fantastic theater. It is tremendous. We'll be there today. Mark Jenkins and company be setting up.
Right.
Yep, it's
Now
internally sound.
Are we posting the exact location on our website?
Yes, we are. We sure are. At Northside High School, if you're a registered voter in Jackson and you don't know where Northside High School is, I'm not sure that should be allowed to vote. But I love those glasses, Gina.
Thank you. I think they make me look smart.
They do. They do make you look smart. They really do.
Today's National Courtesy Day. I was listening to Greg and G-Unit's show this morning, so be nice, Dan Reeves.
Well, I got to tell you, the unit come unglued about his coffee mug. It's a stinking coffee mug, Unit. It's so huge because they say that
size matters.
It's a coffee mug, and so
size matters.
It's it does matter. It takes up the entire stinking sink, and then so we had to put away a lot of other coffee mugs because of his coffee mug, and he's complaining because he thinks somebody used his coffee mug.
Well, it does have a big G on it, so I have been tempted to use it.
Yeah, it's
I have refrained.
I tell you, if you left it up here, you don't have to worry about anybody using it any longer. It'll be out in, as the old hats would say, 45 Highway. That's where that thing's going. How about that for Courtesy Day? Unit? Good Tuesday morning. It's 8:17 on the program. Gina, let's take a look at weather because it's we got some weather coming in here. And I keep reading that there's a freeze warning, but it's 40 degrees. I'm not quite sure what that means, but we're going to check it out for you. Stand by for weather news. Here's Gina Langley with a look at today's weather.
So Tuesday, today we have a 50% chance of rain showers. The high is going to be 49 degrees. That's a little chilly. And then there's rain again tomorrow. The high is 65 degrees. The low is 61. There's a 40% chance of rain. It gets better around Thursday. The low is 64 degrees. 73 is the high. Partly sunny. Friday, however, we got thunderstorms on the way. The low's 56. The high's 71. But thankfully, just in time for the weekend, it's going to be mostly sunny on Saturday. The low's 48. The high's 66. And then Sunday, we have a 30% chance for rain. The low's 56, the high's 70.
Yeah, now, I know Larry Newman is coming unglued. You give the highs first and then the lows, but Larry's a weather fundamentalist. You know what I mean?
I'm relatively new at this game, so if I'm doing it wrong, I can take notes in coaching.
Yeah, well, I'm just what Larry Newman. It's like saying that final score. Tennessee? Final score: Duke 60, Tennessee 75. That's what Larry would say in the weather meetings.
Well, you know what? I'm going to talk to Larry about that and get some notes.
You should.
I will.
It's because Larry is he's a perfectionist, really is. But we can hit these 70s by Thursday. Thursday looks fantastic.
It does.
With partly sunny and 73 degrees. And overnight, the low is only 64. That's nice.
So maybe it really is spring.
It was warm with spring nights. The thunderstorms come in Friday, but Saturday 66 and mostly sunny. I'm telling
That's
you,
a
that's
gorgeous
windshield
day.
time, as they say on the Harley. And then Sunday, just a 30% chance of rain. So let's see, Sunday, to break it down in detail, mostly sunny. The chance of showers is late in the afternoon with highs in the low 70s. So it'd be a great day to get on the Harley. That's a great weekend of weather on tap.
Yeah, very exciting.
Thursday, the mayoral debate presented by Sports of the Phoenix is fine. Now it's going to be again at Jackson Northside High School in the auditorium, and we'd love you to be there. It starts at 6:30. Going to be about an hour or so, maybe an hour and a half, about an hour and a half. We'll have you out there by around 8 o'clock. You'll be able to watch it It's newstalk965.com. You'll also be able to watch it if you download our free apps. They fit Apple and they fit Android products. You can do that very easily by logging on to newstalk965.com, and you'll see the screen, the TV screen right there on the front of the page. Just over to the right-hand side of the screen, you can download our free apps by clicking Apple or Android. Also, you can listen to the debates right here on News Talk 96.5 FM. That's all Thursday night at Jackson Northside High School Auditorium. Beautiful theater. Have you been to that theater, Gina?
I have not. I'm going to do a drive-by today and make sure that it's
still
easy
there?
for people who don't know where it is to get there.
Jackson Northside High School.
Well, the auditorium specifically. So I'm going to make sure that people who don't know where it is,
right?
If we need to put some arrows up, that I'm going to take care of that today.
Awesome. Make sure you get there. And Josh is putting a map on newstalk965.com. We'll put it on our social media sites as well. For Thurman Reynolds Stadium is behind Northside High School, just as if you were going to go to the football game and park right there in the main entrance. And that beautiful theater, its capacity, Gina, is around 220 or so, and it's very intimate, and it's going to make for a great environment for Thursday night's mayoral debates. And all 6 candidates going to be there, including the incumbent, Mayor Scott Conger, this Thursday night. So a chance for you to be there, live and in person, sponsored by Sports, Orthopedics and Spine, and world-class care that they offer that's focused on you. And that's 6:30 p.m. Thursday, and we'll be there live. I think we'll probably do the show out there, the afternoon show with Dr. Mark Fowler. Larry will be here producing and directing, and then we'll transition right into the debate.
And to your point, 200 is capacity. We're not doing any tickets. The audience is first come, first serve.
Yes, and so we'll be there all afternoon. You can come in there and get situated and
maybe
make
get there a
yourself
little
comfortable.
early. Yeah,
make yourself comfortable and enjoy the mayoral debate, because when's the last time you've had 6 candidates for mayor, including the incumbents, who has done a fantastic job, in my opinion, will be there. This is really historical. I don't recall this many candidates. It's almost like the Republican primary, well, minus all the fighting and all. I think they'll get a larger spot.
What can happen?
Oh no, it'll be civil. This is local. It will be civil.
Yes, it will be,
because that's the only thing that's fair to the people, to hear what these candidates have to offer. And so that's what we're going to be doing Thursday night. We invite you to be there. It's at Jackson Northside High School in the auditorium. So we've got a lot to get into today. You can get up in here with us. The phone number is 731-265-6496, 731-265-6496. That's the number to jump in with us. Presented by CWA Developments. Fire and water damage restoration, plumbing, gutter, roof, and window cleaning, wood repairs, fence and deck repairs. Open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. And on Sundays for emergencies, you can reach CWA Developments at 731-503-9598. CWA Developments, 80 years of experience providing high-quality, personalized service to their customers, commercial and residential maintenance, restoration, and renovation. Again, our phone number is 731-265-6496 to join us in the program. You can text the show on the Advanced Rehab and Medical text line, advancedrehabjackson.com, advancedrehabjackson.com. That's the website. And Dr. Shannon Brown will help you in that chronic pain, advancedrehabjackson.com. The text number is 731-800-TEXT, 731-800-8398 to send us over a text here on the program as we broadcast on the Gene Langley Ford studio.
Woohoo!
Gene Langley Ford is at 3500 Eastern Drive in Humboldt. Now straddling Eastern Drive. On one side of the street is the new car division. On the other side, the pre-owned division of Gene Langley Ford. Shop online 24/7 at GeneLangleyFord.com, where you can pick your vehicle out. In fact, you can build it from the ground up, secure financing, and even set service visits at GeneLangleyFord.com. That story that Greg was talking about on his way out with Hillary Clinton, Hillary and her daughter, Chelsea, who, by the way, Rush Limbaugh said President Clinton does have a dog.
Don't
her name is
say
Kelsey.
that.
Chelsea.
That is
Do you remember
so
that? I didn't. I was
mean.
quoting. It's
Ugh.
yes.
How rude.
So the story now, Gina, is what Greg was telling you about. Oh, you don't have it.
It's up there on our screen on that feed. Apparently, Hillary and Chelsea went to a Broadway show, and someone pooped in the aisle next to Hillary and Chelsea Clinton while they were watching Some Like It Hot.
So here's the story. Yeah, and that pretty much told the story, what Gina just shared with you, but a source spoke with the manager who said this was the 4th time it's happened. So either someone is literally pooping in the aisle or they're dumping poop they smuggled in the theater. But another source claims it was just an unfortunate accident suffered by an elderly person. Whatever the case, the staff cleaned it up and the show, of course, must go on. And Hillary and Chelsea stayed for the rest of the show. It must have been a great show.
Some Like It Hot's a great show. Have you been to Broadway, Danny?
Yes.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it is. It is. But I've never seen Phantom of the Poopra.
I think they're trying to make a play on somebody pooping in the aisle. They were actually at Some Like It Hot. I've seen Phantom of the Opera on Broadway, and it's amazing.
When's the last time you've been to Memphis? And I love downtown Memphis. Memphis gets a bad rap.
Wow.
They've got a lot of security down there. I'd love to have dinner out there on the sidewalk in those cafes and then walk right over to the Orpheum.
Majestic, yeah. Walk over to the Orpheum. I was at the Orpheum with my girlfriend Teresa for a show back probably in November. We saw Jesus Christ Superstar.
Oh, how was that?
It was amazing. It was over the top, and they've modernized since the 70s and did an amazing job.
It's up sure sold out. That's every time I've been to Orpheum, I have to like, is this real or is this Memorex? It's like you're living inside of a painting.
It is gorgeous, the theater and just the experience. Like you said, go out for dinner, or if you're there for matinee, go to brunch, walk over to the Orpheum and sit in this exquisite theater and enjoy just first class shows, the production over the top.
It's a remarkable example of just how creative man can get before he starts tearing it all down again, of course. But it is just absolutely gorgeous. And you're right, they have some of the best shows in the world come through Memphis at the Orpheum.
And as far as I know, no one's pooped in the aisle at the Orpheum.
Well, that may not be news, though, in Memphis. It's Tuesday, and the NBA All-Star Game this year had a final score of 184-175. The last team to score under 100 points in the All-Star Game was back in 1973. And I'm not sure how they made the list because the All-Star Game was a month or so ago. You're not a fan of the NBA, are you?
I get involved during the playoffs. I usually start watching, but they go on for so long.
82 regular season games, and the season starts in November, and the finals run through June.
Now, I do like me some LeBron James. And he's controversial, but I still like him.
LeBron James?
Mm-hmm.
He's been... I'm not sure he's controversial. He's
made some controversial comments.
Like what? So LeBron James is when I think of a of a billionaire athlete right out of high school that's kept his nose clean. What are you talking about? Like that wound up on Fox News? Some political statements.
Let me look it up.
And also today, as we move through this Tuesday, we'll take another look at what's happening in Nashville as they continue to be in session and the Brain Trust cranking out new legislation. We'll tell you about that. And Gallup has just released the results of its annual study on how happy people are with their lives. And this is a study that was done around the world. The U.S. came in 15th. We'll tell you who finished number 1 of the happiest country on earth. If it's stinking Venezuela. By the way, Venezuela and the U.S. played in the World Baseball Classic down in Miami. That was a classic game. Did the U.S. win that game? Was anybody watching the World Baseball Classic? Major League Baseball players make up most of the members of these teams. It's been some fantastic baseball down in Miami. So the top countries in the world, but it's broken down in a Gallup poll. Who's number 1? The U.S. is number 15th on the happy meter. And did the U.S. finish ahead of Afghanistan is the big question. Pardon me?
It's usually the happiest countries in the world are Denmark and Sweden and places that are pretty hardcore socialists.
Oh, those guys aren't hardcore socialists.
Well, they're socialists.
They've got our old model. We just call them socialists.
No, they pay up to, I think, over 50% of their income in taxes, but they have so many benefits and...
Yeah, but see, we pay more than they do when you break it down, and then you add it in our costs of our health care,
right?
The premiums out of pocket, the cost for prescriptions. It's just it's our politicians having fun with words. Is what they say about these guys. Actually, that's our old plan.
And dare I say, the United States is not the happiest country on the planet.
No, we're number 15th, and we'll break that down for you, country style, as we take a look at the happiest countries on the stinking planet. It's 8:33. It's 40 degrees. It's Tuesday. It's March 21st. We'll take a look at headline news. Local news is coming up next. And we'll take a look at that Gallup poll. Whatever's on your mind as we check the pulse of West Tennessee. And we got some guests coming in today as well that we'll bring in next segment. 8:33, 40 degrees. Dan Reeves, Gina Lange with you here on News Talk 96.5 FM at NewsTalk965.com. Be sure to download our free apps if it Apple and if it Android. You can do that by logging on to NewsTalk965.com.
CWA Development is a reliable and experienced company that provides a wide range of maintenance, restoration, and renovation services for both commercial and residential customers. Fire and water damage restoration, plumbing, drywall insulation and repair, gutter and roof cleaning, power washing, fence and deck repairs, and a whole lot more. CWA Development. They emphasize their commitment to customer satisfaction through integrity and excellence. Licensed and insured for their work. CWA Development are available for calls Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays for emergencies. CWA has a combined experience of over 80 years, commercial and residential maintenance, as well as restoration and renovation. CWA strives for your satisfaction with service focused on integrity and excellence. Call CWA today at 731-503-9598. Call CWA today, 731-503-9598. CWA Development.
Welcome to Hampton Inn & Suites of Jackson. Make yourself at home in any of the 83 rooms or suites. Hampton Inn and Suites exit 83 at I-40 is minutes away from all Jackson destinations like the West Tennessee Healthcare Sportsplex, Casey Jones Village, Jackson Madison County General Hospital, and many industrial complexes. Enjoy free Wi-Fi, free parking, and free hot breakfast. Also a 24-hour fitness and business center. Welcome to West Tennessee. Make your reservations now by calling direct at 731-427-6100 or visit hampton.com. The Rocket is coming to Jackson April 13th, Meridian Baptist Church. Roger Clemens will be the guest at the 4th annual benefit to the Trey Lindsay Scholarship. Roger Clemens has an unprecedented 7 Cy Young Awards, 354 wins, and 4,672 strikeouts. Clemens' career spanned 24 years with the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Blue Jays, and Astros. The 11-time All-Star, winning 2 World Series with the New York Yankees. Silent auction is huge with sports celebrity memorabilia along with hunts, duck calls, vacation packages, restaurant packages, and more. Follow posts on Facebook mentioning items leading up to the event. Call 731-217-7187, 731-217-7187 for table sponsor or ticket information. Brought to you by Work Care Resources and News Talk 96.5 FM and newstalkwtn.com.
What's better than 20% over invoice or 15% over invoice or 10% over invoice? How about 0% over invoice? Wait, did I just say 0% over invoice? Hi, this is Sarah Beth Langley at Gene Langley Ford in Humboldt. As your authorized Ford ordering dealer, Gene Langley Ford in partnership with Ford Motor Company is accepting new orders at cost. So our price is your price. There's never been a better time to order your new Ford. Come see us today for details and let's get your new Ford car, truck, or SUV on its way to your driveway. Struggling with credit issues? Not here. Our finance department can work magic to get you approved. Plus, every new Ford comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty. And if you're looking for a pre-owned car, truck, or SUV, check out the great selection on our lot and online. Updated daily at GeneLangleyFord.com. And remember, March is Ford Truck Month. You really should try Gene Langley Ford before you buy. The dealership service bill.
At cost offer excludes Mustang GT500 and Raptor. See dealer for warranty and financing details.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Wake up with Wood. Daybreak with Greg Wood. Weekday morning 6 till 10 on 96.5 FM and newstalkwtn.com.
Vintage doesn't always mean long-lasting. As your home systems age, your repair costs, utility bills, and breakdowns rise. During Hiller's Vintage Showdown, we're giving away a free new system to the owner of the oldest HVAC unit. Submit a picture of your old equipment online to see if you qualify as the winner. Everybody wins with trade-in credits plus 0% financing for up to 48 months with approved credit on select new HVAC systems. Enter to win now at happyhiller.com.
Call the Happy Face Truck today.
King Jewelers is not your typical jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. Custom-made jewelry to suit the most discriminating taste. Or you can redesign an old piece that's just sitting in a jewelry box. Create something completely new and unique. Grover has over 40 years experience as a certified jeweler. Visit KingJewelerJackson.com. King Jewelers at 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson. Follow King Jewelers Jackson on social media for special savings.
Hi, I'm Terica Smith, a local attorney and proud JMCSS graduate, but I'm also a JMCSS parent. We chose Jackson Madison County Schools for educational options that are innovative and challenging. Whether it's the Academic Academy at Northeast or early college and career opportunities at JCM Early College High, JMCSS offers classes and programs that will prepare my son for college and beyond. Plus, JMCSS is a level 5 district and tuition free. It just makes sense.
Hi, I'm Greg Hammond, Chief of Public Information for the Jackson Madison County School System. With an increased focus in the fine arts, athletics, workforce development, and early career opportunities for students, there's never been a better time to choose us. Tuition free, Jackson Madison County Schools. Visit jmcss.org today to schedule a tour or call 731-345-7011.
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog. I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
Hey y'all, this is Mary at Mulligan's. Come see us soon before the new wears off. Hard to believe, but we're coming upon an anniversary in our locally family-owned business at Union University Drive. We still have our daily lunch specials, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., which will remind you of Grandma's cooking. Or try our Irish dishes, fish and chips, Reuben's and shepherd's pie, or everyone's favorite, the Mully Burger. And how about brunch on Saturdays and Sundays? Yep, every weekend, serving Jackson for over 25 years. See you soon at Mulligan's.
I've never done this before, but I'll be a good guest.
It's always severe weather season in West Tennessee. When severe weather strikes, we're here for you. 96.5 FM, NewsTalk, WTN.com.
March Madness turned into March Sadness. Workplace morale was high. Slacking off was easy. Good times. Until your bracket busted or the off days with no games. But don't worry. Get the new March Madness Office app, filled with exciting office pools to play at work, no matter what's happened with the actual tournament. Like March Catness. Guess which one of your female coworkers has more cat pictures in her cubicle, and find out all the cats' names and add them to your bracket. Right, Mr. Whiskers? Or what about March Fatness? Guess which one of your coworkers keeps stealing people's lunch from the break room?
Oh, not again!
And the always fun March Gasness. Who stunk up the unisex bathroom? You know you want to blame one of the guys, but one of the girls in accounting did have Mexican for lunch today. The March Madness Office app. So many ways to get through the week until more basketball action hits. And we can all get back to doing what we do best, not working.
Yay, yay!
According to Wallet Hub, during March Madness, businesses can collectively expect to lose $13.8 billion due to unproductive workers during the NCAA Big Dance March Madness. 86% of employees will spend at least some time at work tracking the games. The March Madness app. I like that idea. Tennessee plays Thursday right here on News Talk 96.5. I think they play late Thursday after the debate, but you know, I probably need to double check that because the Vols in the Sweet 16, and Rick Barnes, who was the only knock on him, Regina, is that he can't win in the big dance, and he's been to the Sweet 16 multiple times with Tennessee, and a great chance for Tennessee to even without their starting point guard, to make it all the way to the Elite Eight, with a great opportunity to make it to the Final Four. Tennessee basketball on the heels of the success of Tennessee this fall on the football field. Jeez, what a turnaround in Tennessee, huh?
Go Vols.
Dan Reeves, Gina Langley with you. Great to have you along with us this morning. And joining us on the program, Holly Stockdale. And Holly, you're with Hub City
Doula.
Get right up on that mic there, Holly.
I'm with Hub City Doula.
Oh, it's actually not your fault. Somebody unplugged the mic. Oh, right there, Gina. We'll just plug it right in there. And also, Cliff Martin is in the house. I bet you the unit did that. Flipping out over a stinking coffee mug. Just, Cliff, how you doing?
I'm good. I can't complain. I'm feeling like the microphone this morning. Slow to be connected. So just
I meant you came up to do the new podcast with Gabe Hart.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That was great. Shout out to Gabe. Thank you for having me.
So, Cliff, you're with Jackson and Company. What is Jackson and Company?
A clothing line, something for my city.
Okay, so when you see those letters JKSN on T-shirts, that's you?
Yes, sir. That's me.
All right, and well, obviously from right here in Jackson. What got you into that, and how'd you come up with the JKSN?
Really visual inspiration was the Army shirt. So you know, think about it, I'm really making a uniform for the city. And the inspiration to represent from my city came from late and great hip-hop artist Nipsey Hussle.
I'm sorry, hip-hop artist who?
Nipsey Hussle.
Nipsey Hussle, okay. From Jackson?
No, he's actually from California. He's from Crenshaw, California.
Crenshaw, okay.
He made shirts from Crenshaw. If you ever been to Crenshaw, it's amazing how he made so many people want to come to that place. So I figured I could make a bunch of people interested in Jackson because it is a great place.
Can you stay right on that mic? I know it's
better.
There you go. Yes. So straight out of Crenshaw. Straight out of Compton.
Exactly. Straight out of Crenshaw, so I did straight out of
Okay.
See where we are.
Okay, now Holly is lined up with us. Holly Stockdale. And Holly, who are you with?
My business is called Hub City Doula.
Hub City Doula. So what do you guys do?
I am a full-service doula. That means that I support birth, postpartum, lactation, basically any mother. I'm a doula for the people, is what I like to say. Just anyone.
Okay, so is it bad that I don't know what a doula is?
No.
I don't have.
Not in my way. I'm emotional, physical, and spiritual support during the birth process.
Okay, all right. Are there very many doulas around these days?
Not too many. It's a labor of love, though. It's very intense what we do. It's very rewarding. I think that sometimes that can affect the number of doulas in that area because it is very emotionally taxing.
So what do people look for you at? Well, I know nobody has a phone book anymore, but do they look for you online and hire you, or how does that work?
Mostly Facebook, but many referrals. Many of the families I've worked for are still going through services with me, and that's the main way that I reach people in this community.
Okay, Gina, did you use a doula with your kiddos or grandkids?
No. The first one happened too fast, and I had Christina naturally, and I remind her of that as often as I possibly can. The two others were C-sections.
Okay, so when do you come into play? During the pregnancy, or
during the pregnancy, I do classes to help prepare the mother for childbirth. breastfeeding, and then at the time of birth, I'm just like the attendant during the birth.
That could be what's wrong with the G unit. He didn't have a doula. He really needed it. Is it too late for me to have a doula?
Yeah.
It provides a smoother transition through your life. I don't know if you're at the stage of life I can help you.
Oh, no, transition. I promise you that. Jeez,
I've fallen and I can't get up.
Well, is it like you're a motivational speaker to a baby?
No.
It's an unborn. Pardon me. What do you do? Do you try to communicate with the baby, or is this all about the mom?
I think that there's an aspect of both things in birth. It's a spiritual process for a woman. So that's a difficult question to ask, but it's mainly just being present in the moment and holding space during that time.
Our first-time moms, I know I was horrified, and I'm sure there's a lot of emotional and spiritual support needed for first-time moms having babies.
Definitely.
Well, now, Cliff, this is an unlikely pairing here, I guess, for you guys are coming. You do T-shirts and you do moms and babies as a doula.
Yeah.
Do you know what a doula was?
I was waiting to give my insight. Holly is amazing. Holly was actually our doula. So I just had my first child, Soraya. She was born February 12th, and Holly was with us every step of the way.
Congratulations.
A brand new baby girl there.
How sweet.
Congratulations.
So all the questions you asked, Holly was there from the beginning. With the mom, with us, there's so much questions. First time,
Yeah.
I was instantly worried about. Well, not worried, concerned about the mother's health. So Holly's there first and foremost to help you. Keep your diet together, help you.
I remember several years ago, Holly, a friend of mine, and he said he and his wife and the kids got to be like 6 or 7 years old. They looked at each other and said, "Can you believe we kept them alive for this long?" It's because there is when you're a new parent. I mean, you don't come with the experience, right? When you have your first child.
Or a user's manual. I mean,
Yeah.
it really. So a doula offers all of that instruction, correct? The before, during the labor, and then I'm sure with breastfeeding right after the baby's born. Is that right?
That's correct. Being
Is it covered by insurance?
In some cases, yes.
It is very hard to obtain coverage as a general rule, but I believe they're trying to actually change that for the state insurance coming up soon to include more birth and postpartum services. It's apparent to everyone that there was a real breakdown of services after COVID, and just trying to reconnect all those back together. Especially in like the birth and postpartum community, it's been a health crisis for a community. Health really starts at birth, before birth even. And
Well, they say that if you read to the baby before the baby's born, like the mother reads to the baby.
Or even classical music to the baby.
Yeah.
Does that help?
absolutely, they can hear you.
And I like to listen to rap music.
I mean that's an option as well.
Gangster rap.
Well, keep in mind the internet.
Keep in mind that's what it's about, I guess, right there.
The right energy.
Because we're all made up of frequencies,
Right?
right?
How the baby reacts to energy. Nothing but senses and
When I was pregnant with Christina, I listened to a lot of Bon Jovi. That probably explains a lot.
Christina, you got to excuse me. Bon Jovi. So it's what kind of training do you have to go through to become a doula?
There's certification programs. I am a different kind of doula. I actually have my bachelor's degree and originally started out as a nurse. The birth of my children really precipitated my interest in all things birth. Especially the birth. Actually, my daughter's birthday is today.
Happy birthday.
Yes, she just turned 6. She was born at home under unusual circumstances. And
Born at home.
Yes, born at home.
That was not planned, I guess, when you.
Not planned, exactly. The home births that I had after that were planned. It was that experience though that I think led me to follow this path. and I love it. I love everything about it. Community health has always been something on the forefront of my mind. Also, just knowing how the mother and child interact from before they're born, when they're born, and immediately after that affects their health long term.
Now pardon me, if you need to finish, I didn't want to run out of time before we got to this community baby shower, and it's scheduled for May the 6th from 11 to 3 at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. So what is a community baby shower?
I'm so glad you asked. This is the first annual. We hope to make this a yearly event. Baby shower for the community. We're basically inviting mothers to be a part of something bigger than themselves. We are trying to rebuild the community, rebuilding the village. Everyone knows that it takes a village, but not everybody has it. And this, thankfully, is an opportunity for an event that's been curated for mothers, by mothers.
Okay, so if what can we expect? Are you going to have like popcorn and?
Oh no, no. We have almost every resource in this community that you could hope to hear from involving community health. Trying to get signed up for different programs in our community, such as Chant. If you know what that is,
what is that?
That's a grant through the health department that helps pregnant women and toddlers get signed up for dental insurance. We also have the Madison County Health Department come to talk to us about different.
Now, I don't know that much about kids, but now babies, are they born with teeth these days?
Sometimes, but no, dental health actually starts from way younger than it is addressed. There are many things that we know now that we're trying to do better now.
So what would be, give me an example of that. I mean, I know like up in Tiptonville, you had a great point. They don't get started till, I don't know, in their 30s, but it's too late. But what would you do is it about the gums or for a newborn baby?
That is part of a larger discussion. One of the first things you can actually do for dental health is actually to breastfeed your child because it seals the microbiome of your baby in a way that there's a lot more to this. Your gut health has a lot to do with your dental health.
I understand it all starts with your gut, right?
Exactly. That's the very basis. That being said, you can understand why our community knows that it can do better and should do better for its moms to make sure that we're connecting people to the right resources for their health and for their baby's health.
So it's Community Baby Shower, May the 6th from 11 to 3 at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. Is that on a Saturday?
Yes, it's on a Saturday. We plan to have a diaper giveaway, wipe giveaway. The ladies of the church at St. Nicholas, through their outreach program, St. Bridget's Pantry is planning to do free hand-me-downs. So we've had great community support here, and I look forward to having everyone out.
Well, Holly, that sounds fantastic. Now, are people going to be set up with booths, like if you've got baby gear, that sort of a thing?
There will be booths available, and there will also be demonstrations. We have a fire department technician coming to actively check people's car seats. And we also have someone inside also teaching about the correct car seats that your child should be in. That changed a lot even since I had my first child. And there's just different things. And
how old is your?
My oldest, 12. I have 4. So.
Geez. Okay, so 12 and take us from there.
I got a 12-year-old, a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 2-year-old.
How are you going to find time to show up here on May the 6th?
Moms know how to multitask.
Do you have any Holly? I assume it's very important because how old are you? You look young.
I'm early 30s.
Early 30s. So you're a young woman. Do you find any Holly time?
I think that my time is in helping others. I love putting this together, and it's been really cool. One of the neatest things about it is the vendors that are coming for the boutique door prizes. Most of these are like family-owned small businesses started by moms. I want the message to really be heard that with all the new people moving into our community, that we're going to stand in the gap for you. Even if something's going on state level, like your community has your back.
Well, that sounds neat. And do you buy a ticket or just show up? What do you need people to do?
Just show up. Everything's free.
Free.
Can't beat that.
If it's free, I'll take
Unless you're
free.
buying from a vendor, like all the car seat checks, all the education, everything is free. And it's been really blessed.
Okay, so there'll be food?
Yes, there'll be food. Basil and bourbon, Parched Pantry. Seasons of Baking is coming, and they're a new bakery here in town that I'm excited about. As far as like boutiques, we have Little Batch Balms, Little Batch Naturals. Macy Murley Photography, you may be familiar with. She's been taking a lot of pictures in our community. And she's actually
specializes in baby photos.
Yes,
That's why I don't know her.
They're so cute.
Yes, I'm so excited. She's actually coming to photograph my birth. So.
Excellent.
Yeah, but you're already born.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm expecting my fifth.
What?
She's preggers. She's preggers.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
What's the due date?
Probably.
It's not May the 6th.
No, early July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been, Gina? Were you pregnant during summer?
No, I've had 3 children, all either in the winter or early spring. So I've been very blessed.
Yeah, I've always. But if I see a woman that's pregnant during like August, and I just think that must be misery. Have you been pregnant during the summer months?
For some of the early summer months, but that's the thing about moms. Like, you just do what you gotta do. And I think that's a wonderful thing. And taking time to acknowledge how important that is for our community and like the strength of our women in our community is like really. I'm excited about this. I hope that you come to our event.
It's May the 6th. I think I got some on May. Should I have something on May the 6th?
I think he's free. Can he go?
No, I bet you guys don't allow smoking in there. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. No, it's. But what do you think I'd get out of it, though?
You know,
well, I guess is there a lot of single women down there?
You know what I think you get out of it? Supporting your community, standing by your people.
Is there anything else I could do?
There's been a total. I mean, there's been. You can be a greeter.
I'm just showing you how shallow I am. I just don't know. I'm trying to figure out why we draw a single guy down there.
Can I intervene?
Please help him.
Have you ever had baby shower meatball?
That's true.
No, the food is going to be
Have
good.
you ever had the food from a baby shower?
It's
It's insanely good.
Oh, no.
Let's come for this. Let's come for this baby shower
Man, dude,
meatball.
I run through Smoothie King drive-thru. You know.
No, right after you balance it out.
Yeah, okay. But, I mean, that's a good idea, what he said. That'll get maybe lure a guy down there for some food.
Yeah, that might not be the audience. Single older gentlemen, probably not the audience.
Well, I'm not older. You're a gentleman.
Community health is everyone's problem. This is everyone's concern. And taking it back to something serious, like Jackson has had its share of bad press with like birth and postpartum here lately. And I know that we can do better. This is not how we treat our mothers.
And I don't know about that. What bad press for?
Abandoned children.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about that story that we did on somebody left a baby in a dumpster.
It's tough to talk about.
It's horrific.
That was recent, right?
Yes.
And that was where?
What street was that?
It was somewhere around downtown.
Right.
Or is that where it was at? I don't recall doing the story, but I couldn't remember what part of town. And it was like a newborn?
A newborn, yes.
I wonder if people in our community know that, heaven forbid, something like that happen. Correct me if I'm wrong. Women can abandon a baby up to a 30-day-old baby at a fire station, a police station, and an emergency room, correct? With no repercussions.
Right. Mayor Conger is supposed to be coming to our event, be on hand to answer questions about his baby box. The installation of that is long overdue, unfortunately, to help that mother. But our community is growing, and we have to grow with it and make sure that the resources are available and easily accessible to people. You know, as a postpartum mom, I think any mother knows
that you get to a place of like being so tired and so
Like
exhausted,
The Walking Dead.
Right. And so like what I'm really seeking with this
And
event
then I come in and say, "Where's the sandwich? Where's my sandwich?"
Where's
my sandwich?
we want to bring the help to them.
Right. I think that is outstanding.
Now, Cliff, you were going to say something. I bet you Cliff don't do that. I bet he don't come in and say, "Where's my sandwich?"
Cliff is like super supportive. He has
Cliff's a nice. He's a gentleman.
He
really is.
had an amazing like just vibe at the birth and everything. Like he was so supportive.
It's crazy. I just want to say first and foremost, this is like for moms. This is for moms. And, you ask about guys. But if you're a guy, you have. This being my first time seeing a mom go through the journey. I didn't see my mom go through the journey. I was part of it. It was my first time actually seeing it. Holy moly, she needs so much support. It truly takes a community. So, whether you're a guy that has one that you're expecting, or you just have kids, or you just want to impress somebody at the park with your knowledge, come, learn something. Come,
do that.
I knew. That's why I do that for you. But really, I'm out and learn something. Because education is for everybody. So that's why I have this is college. Big shine the light on college Stockdale. She did an awesome job helping us, educating us. We brought a beautiful baby girl, healthy baby girl into the world. Like she gave us a birth plan. And that was like my lady was in labor for 19 hours.
Oh my God!
So we were just able to pass the birth plan. We went through shifts of doctors and nurses, so they were seeing them pass the birth plan along to each other, knowing that the last nurse was going to take care of us like the previous nurse. It was awesome.
19 hour.
Oh man!
But does your wife still speak to you?
I was there with. I was there. I was breathing there with her. It was.
But we see in the movies though. That's when the wife says, "This is your fault" to the husband.
Well, looked at me like that. She was, going through her other emotions to really go.
Well, that's neat. That's Cliff Martin. You hear it. He's you're the owner, right, of Jackson and Company. When I say Jackson, I mean JKSN. You see that on an acronym on T-shirts. What all do you have that on?
T-shirts, hoodies. It's a brand, so it'll be on everything.
Baseball caps, that sort of thing.
Caps, joggers.
Well, how do where do we find this online, or do you have a storefront?
Online, everything's online. JKSNCO.com.
Or JKSNCO.com. Okay.
Or you can just Google JKSN. It'll be the first thing that pops up.
All right. Well, it's a great look, I tell you that, Cliff.
Thank you.
It's fantastic. And again, congratulations on your new baby girl.
Thank you. Thank you.
So the boutique door prizes and vendors, and this is all going to be there at the community baby shower, and I guess Cliff's company, Jackson and Company, one of the sponsors, Hub City Doula. Community baby shower at the Carl Perkins Civic Center on Saturday, May the 6th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. You guys ought to come to our debate, our mayoral debate Thursday night. I should have known, Gina, because it'd be a great place for you to set up a little booth there where the people enter the theater.
And shout out Scott Conger too.
Well, Scott Conger's going to be there.
Regardless if who ends up being our mayor, it's a long-standing problem. After mothers leave the hospital, it seems like they're forgotten. And, we want to make sure that mothers know that they're not forgotten.
Well, and to your point, postpartum depression can set in, difficulties with the baby starting to breastfeed. We definitely need to just, as a community, put our arms around those new moms and make sure they know that they're not alone.
Yeah, we're all on the same team.
Exactly.
It's beautiful.
Okay, let's make some arms around single moms.
He just is interested in single moms.
That's true. I was just asking. I just don't know.
You would make a fantastic reader. You could probably try to help out with some of the other booths. There's like a tremendous amount of work on the part of some of the demonstrations. Birth Choice is bringing out their entire like mobile unit bus.
And what is that? What is that?
Like they can do ultrasounds of like unborn children.
Right there at the bus.
Oh
my gosh.
That's did you say Youth Town has that?
No, this is Birth Choice.
Okay, I was just I was going to go. I was wondering why they had a. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, Birth Choice. And who is Birth Choice? Is that part of Jackson General?
They are their own entity. They serve the unborn lives of the state in our community. They help with some free resources. Luckily, also St. Bridget's Pantry, their outreach program is coming to give diapers, wipes, and clothes away.
The diapers are expensive out here these days.
You can come to
Is that right?
Extremely expensive.
What are you? How do you buy those? Singles or Lucy's or 12?
Oh my goodness!
I don't have any kids.
Yeah, this is not his will.
My experience with kids is limited to an airplane. Back of my seat. Kids are.
They're about $20 or $25 a box, depending on what brand you get.
How many is in that box?
It depends on the size.
I feel like it doesn't even matter.
They go so fast.
But I mean, approximately, it's what it typically.
I think the estimate is you can spend like $3,000 a year on diapers.
$3,000 a year.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty expensive.
I have a question. I know we always want to encourage moms to breastfeed, but there was a formula shortage as recent as late last year. Has that supply chain corrected itself?
Not completely.
Not
completely. I'm just going to say Jackson, Tennessee breastfeeding mothers held this community together.
Yes, they did.
There was like no milk to be found, and people were going in their freezer to feed children, and that's.
Moms were donating breast milk.
That's what you mean going into the freezer.
Yes.
Geez, I didn't think about that. I'm not sure if my mom breastfed or not. Mom, can you text me? It's such a personal ask.
It's such a wonderful bonding thing with babies.
I think Mom, at the height of our relationship, considered me a friend. I think when I was a child. I think. So I'm not sure that she would have. It's an acquaintance, maybe. No, she was a wonderful mother, and not all babies have wonderful mothers. I mean, that would eliminate you from the mother of the month when you. Who would drop a baby off at a dumpster?
A woman who didn't want to have that baby, and that goes all.
I think it's worse than that.
The trigger law that went into effect when Roe v. Wade was overturned here in Tennessee, the unintended consequences, and I do think it's
this would have been out in front of that, though, wouldn't it? I mean, this could repeat itself. I guess
this happens every day in this country.
It does.
And moms, again, they can drop their infant off without hurting this child, with absolutely no repercussions up to 30 days old at the ER. At a police station or at a fire station, no questions asked, correct?
And that's up to, what'd you say, Gina?
30 days old.
30 days. So she's, first of all, they said 30 years old. See, I could do that.
This is not your wheelhouse, is it?
I'm just asking questions.
Like to talk about March Madness, right?
But see, that right there, I see how Miss Gina, I see how you're like shaking your head and connected to Miss Holly. And you know, me and Mr. Dan over here.
Right, y'all are just kind of,
But that's what it's about, because we're still learning.
And we have to teach the men in our lives, right, the support, and we have to ask them what we need, and especially when we're expecting, because it starts, with morning sickness, right? You need that support.
How long does that go on?
It can go on forever.
It's not even morning. It's just called sick.
It can be sickness all day, all day.
Jeez. So if you could pick, would you rather be a boy or a girl if you could do it over? Seems like we got it made. Don't Cliff? It seems like we do.
Everything is a little different. It's a trickle effect. It's like everybody. It's a table. And it depends on what side of the table you're looking. That's pretty much the best way to describe.
So I can answer his question.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
I love being a mom, and I love being a grandmother.
So 9 months are worth it, huh?
Oh my gosh, 100 times over, most
And I
definitely.
think if you ask any mother, even if they have like a 24-hour labor, a 19-hour labor, just all the circumstances we go through, we would not trade it for anything for the world. But in the same breath, we need to make sure that we're filling the mother's cup, filling her cup emotionally so that she can give to the child in the way that the child needs to be given to.
What is the average cost, of childbirth in America? I know it's
astronomical. I have no doubt. It depends on the amount of interventions you go through.
interventions.
Interventions.
Okay, what would that? What would be
Anything
an
to
intervention?
be like altering labor.
Okay, all right. So Cliff said this is what 19-hour labor. What's average?
First-time mothers sometimes go a little bit longer, but I think it's hard to judge. It's hard to gauge. Every woman has their specific set of circumstances that affect that. Mental, physical, and emotional.
Gina, did you find what the average cost for childbirth in America?
The Peterson Kaiser Family Foundation Health System Tracker estimates the average cost of pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum care for Americans with insurance is $18,865. Nearly $3,000 of that is paid out of pocket if you have insurance.
So probably the actual cost would be around $3,000. The way it normally works. No, what I'm saying, you out of pocket would probably be what the actual cost is. Everybody else is making money off you from there. That's the way it works, I think, in America.
And they say postpartum care too. So like think about the medications, everything that goes, the doctor's visits, for everything. So far, there's been a lot of doctor visits, different medications, everything changed. The world is taking.
Well, yeah, I guess, and your life is no longer your own, right?
Oh, no.
You have a brand new life.
Brand new life, like basically like the inception of the event. Like Holly was, I do a little bit. We had a baby shower, and just all the support we got for the baby shower, and the support of having Holly there. We felt bad for the ladies that didn't have the support. We wanted to make sure that everybody understood the resources that were out there. So that's what this is. Come out, understand the resources that are out there for you, for us.
Okay, and that's coming up again on Saturday, May the 6th, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Carl Perkins Civic Center, the Carl. It's Jackson and Company Hub City Doula Community Baby Shower. Free educational events examining women's and infants' health topics. Well, Cliff Martin, he's the owner of Jackson and Company in Holly, Stockdale, Hub City Doula. Is that your company? Or is that your handle?
I'm one person.
Okay.
If you talk to Hub City Doula, it's me. All the time.
And we find you, if someone wants to hire you, is it the proper way to hire you is the doula?
Yeah.
They find you how? Do you have a phone number? Do you have a website, social media?
Facebook is the main way that I reach people, and that would just be Hub City Doula on Facebook.
What? The countries with the best, I guess I've noticed that a lot of, most Western countries, when I say most, I mean all, have the government forces businesses, maybe taxpayers, to like mothers get quite a long run as far as what do they call it when a mother's off after having a baby? Maternity leave, for crying out loud. But the U.S. is way shy of the rest of the industrialized world.
Absolutely.
Is that right?
I've had some moms have to go back to work after 2 weeks, and that's not fair for anyone.
It's bad for the babies, right?
It's bad for everyone.
And
The mother is not physically ready to do anything except work.
and these babies will eventually be turned loose on society.
Well,
right?
We're hoping that we have taken care of bond with this child and breastfeed this child and do all the things necessary to make this child feel well bonded, so that when they do become an adult,
that they can shoulder the troubles and difficulties of life.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong, but does like brain develop in the first year, like, is it 80%? And then next until like 5, it develops 90%.
Brain development is largely done in the first year.
First 3 years. So it's like,
Absolutely.
that's so important. I couldn't believe it. Like the first year, 80% of the baby's brain is formed already. So
Well, it's 80% to it. I know that there's you got a small window to and what happens with those years. I guess from what you guys are saying, from before the birth through, I guess, maybe to 6, 7 years old it seems to be the years that everything's kind of formed with a child, right?
that's when you grow the most as a human. Think about like.
Come on that mic.
Yeah, that's when you grow the most as a human. Think about your last 7 years. Like look the same. Like you act the same. You talk the same. Nothing's really changed in the last 7 years. But think about the first 7 years.
It's kind of a fog.
But just go look at it. It's a totally different organism almost. Like
I just pulled up some statistics just internationally on infant mortality rate, and the United States has 5.7 deaths per 1,000 live births. The United States is ranked number 33 out of 38 industrialized countries as having mortality. Infant mortality. Do we have time to open that can of worms?
You want to go there?
Yes.
Why is that we're almost dead last for infant mortality?
The important things you got to be taken care of first. Like, got to stop these drag queen brunches,
Right.
because we're talking about 1/6 of 1% of Tennesseans identify as trannies. That's first. You can understand that. I've never seen a drag queen brunch, but still, you never know when one's going to break out. You could even have it at dinner. You never know. And things like that. And
Let's open that can of worms.
gotta protect. We have more guns than we have humans.
The way that we treat our vulnerable populations says a lot about a city
and a society.
And a society, absolutely.
Mental health.
Among the vulnerable are pregnant women and children. And not enough is done for them as far as creating opportunities for resources to be found. It's almost a little bit gatekeepy. On accident. You almost have to come across another mom who has experienced something similar to you to get the appropriate referrals in this community, because it's not readily evident at all times. And so we're trying to break down that barrier. We are breaking down the barrier with this community baby shower.
And this is really sad that the U.S. is ranked so low with infant mortality.
It's absolutely sad, and birth should be a lot safer than what it currently is. And I believe that there's many doulas and nurses and providers that are working towards that diligently. Some of that is going to be in the education that we do in the period before the baby is born.
Okay. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about this. Do you mind?
Absolutely.
We got to get a timeout here, and we also have another guest coming in. But I'd like you to stick around if you can. And Cliff Martin, Cliff, thanks for being here. Congratulations on your brand new baby girl.
Thank y'all so much. Thank you, Holly, for doing everything that you're doing. I can't wait.
Cliff, thank you, big guy. That's Jackson and Company, JKSNCO.com, where you can check out the gear. Watson's Cleaning Service, they do commercial cleaning, and they are the absolute best. Cleaning for commercial, whether it be, they clean the office. When I say the office, I mean that big, beautiful building sitting in the corner of the bypass and Airways, the UT Ag Experiment Station, for example. That's a huge building, and it's gorgeous. I think the ceiling is like 1,500 feet up. I mean, it's a big building. Watson's cleans that building, been doing it for years. From that size building, so that means they can do, if you have a factory and you need some commercial cleaning. Watson's Cleaning Service, locally owned and operated, the absolute best. They also clean our office. We're talking about 1,500 or so square feet. So it doesn't matter the size, how big or how small, they're the absolute best. Stripping and waxing floors, buffing, cleaning offices, pulling trash, sweeping and mopping and vacuuming, household cleaning, baseboards, wiping down walls, washing dishes, dusting and organizing. Watson's Cleaning Service, 731-293-3808, 731-293-3808. Watson's Cleaning Service. Well, Holly, I didn't think we would get so interested in this conversation this morning, but we'll continue on when we come back. As Holly Stockdale is here, Hub City Doula. I had never heard of a doula until this morning.
I'm not surprised.
Had you?
Of course. I've given birth to 3 children. Yes. Heard of the doula.
Prepare to learn.
When you say that like you're disgusted, I didn't know what a doula was. I don't have any kids.
I mean, they're trying to.
Would you be? I think I'd be nervous if a single one knew what a doula was.
Well, now you know.
Yeah, and it's different from a midwife. How?
Midwife is the person who is licensed or unlicensed that helps you deliver your baby. I would literally just be physical, mental, emotional support.
Okay, but you're there during childbirth.
Right.
Okay.
This is just a standby person. I'm standing with women.
I got you. Hey, Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company, get that free home inspection by dialing 731-660-1052. Get that free home inspection. Termites, spiders, pests. They're all kind of staggering around, waking up. It's like they've been on Ambien all winter, but they're going to get their legs underneath them after their spider. We're talking about 8 of those, and they're going to be full tilt boogie before you know it. And if you've got pets that you like to go out in the backyard and hang out, you don't want that pet going out in the backyard. Then bring in fleas and ticks in with it. Southeastern will spray your yard to knock all the fleas and ticks, they put them out of business so little Fluffy can go outside and not be so nervous. 731-660-1052, Southeastern Termite Pest Control and Service Company. We'll be right back.
Yeah, great. They want to talk more.
No, we have a Belgian Malinois that wants to be in. We had the full house today.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM, 96.5 FM, Parker's Crossroads, Jackson.
Breaking news this hour at townhall.com. I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. All eyes are on the district attorney of Manhattan for the potential indictment of former President Trump. Here's White House correspondent Greg Cluxton.
Today is the day that Trump predicted that he would face criminal charges and be arrested. While a grand jury here in New York appears close to finishing its work on whether business records were falsified to cover up hush money payments, the next steps in the legal process remain unclear. Meanwhile, the city is preparing for possible demonstrations after the former president urged his supporters to protest. Metal barricades were dropped off to safeguard streets and sidewalks from any possible unrest. Ray Clugston, New York.
Attorneys for the former president have gone on the offense against the Georgia special grand jury and the prosecutors investigating him there. Here's correspondent Norman Hall.
Lawyers for the former president have asked the state court to throw out the special grand jury's report and all testimony from the inquiry. Lawyers have also asked that Fulton County District Attorney Tommy Willis be barred from continuing to investigate or prosecute Trump. The panel is reviewing its efforts to undo the results of the 2020 election. The court filing argues the probe lacks clarity and that individuals being brought to testify have had their constitutional protections violated. The prosecutor for Willis says a response will be made in court. I'm Norman Hall.
Miami Beach officials have imposed a curfew during spring break. At an emergency meeting of the Miami Beach City Commission, the Vice Mayor Stephen Miner said it's all because of increasing violence among several groups on the streets during spring break.
We have been through this scene for several years in a row. How many times? It is never going to be okay for me to see a dead person on our street.
The curfew came after 2 fatal shootings and rowdy, chaotic crowds that police have had difficulty keeping under control. On Wall Street in early trading, the Dow up 316 points. More from townhall.com.
You have an IRA or 401k, please listen closely. My name is Jason Hansen. I'm a former CIA officer and New York Times bestselling author. Throughout my career, let's just say I've been in some hairy situations. And I believe right now the biggest threat facing Americans is they need to protect their wealth, which is exactly what I'm doing for my wife and 6 kids. And I believe the ultimate safe haven is physical gold and silver. You can protect your hard-earned retirement assets with a tax-free loophole that allows you to convert your retirement into physical gold and silver. The folks I use are Advantage Gold, and believe me, I've investigated the heck out of all types of people. Advantage Gold is the nation's highest-rated gold company. They have the best process, pricing, and service. If you want to get your free gold and silver investment kit, please contact Advantage Gold right now, and you'll see how easy it is to protect yourself with precious metals. Call 800-900-8000. That's 800-900-8000. 800-900-8000.
Advantage Gold is not an investment advisor or a tax advisor. Consult with your financial advisor before investing.
Call 800-900-8000.
Wyoming has instituted the nation's first explicit ban on abortion pills.
Medication abortions, which usually involve taking 2 prescription drugs days apart to terminate a pregnancy, are effectively banned in more than a dozen states that prohibit all forms of abortion, and 15 states restrict access to the pills.
That's correspondent Donna Warder. Not as pricey now to fill up your gas tank. Correspondent Rita Foley has more.
Gas prices are pretty much holding steady. It's $3.44 a gallon, but remember a year ago? Gas was $4.25 a gallon, 81 cents more than it is today, says the AAA. As usual, the highest prices these days are in California. Gas is $4.85 a gallon there. The lowest prices are in the South and the Midwest, $2.98 in Oklahoma and Mississippi, according to the AAA. I'm Rita Foley.
Breaking news and analysis at townhall.com. Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida is in Kiev now for talks with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. Here's correspondent Charles De Ledesma.
Kishida began a surprise visit to Ukraine early Tuesday, hours after Chinese President Xi Jinping arrived in neighboring Russia for a 3-day visit. The diplomatic offensives. Kishida's surprise trip to Ukraine comes just hours after he met with the Indian President Narendra Modi in New Delhi. Kishida, who's chairing the Group of 7 summit in May, is the only G7 leader who hasn't visited Ukraine and was under pressure to do so at home. He's expected to offer continuing support to Ukraine when he meets with Zelensky. I'm Charles Ledesma.
A federal judge has blocked key provisions of a California law that drastically restricts the sale of handguns, saying parts of the legislation violate the Second Amendment. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What do you think he'll get you this year? Candy? Flowers?
No, I was thinking...
How many carrots do you think he'll spring forward?
Girl, forget the ring. I want some of that shiny 45 Automark bling.
At 45 Automark, get a jewelry box full of $1,000 savings just by walking in and saying,
"Show me the bling."
We've had an 18-year clean Carfax successful marriage to our customers, and to keep the romance alive, we're taking $1,000 off so our relationship thrives. Say,
"Show me the bling."
And carry this loaded leather sunroof Honda CRV over the threshold for $11,900, or pick up this 60,000-mile 2020 Chevy Colorado for just $21,900. Don't fall for Mr. Megadigger with a sappy sales spiel and false love sting when every drive-in your Forever 45 ride will give you the feels like a sweet romance with $1,000 off because you said,
"Show me the bling."
So call 989-8059 or come to 45 Automark today. Wear your $1,000 off the perfect for you ride with that love's in bloom at first sight feeling that'll make you swoon and leave you reeling. Dealer!
Hi, my name's Dawn. I have been taking BioT at Advanced Medical. My moods are better. I sleep well. My husband has complimented me on the mood swings that are no longer affecting our marriage.
Are these problems affecting your work, your relationships, and your quality of life? You'll be happy to know there's an exciting, natural solution available called BioT. BioT uses a natural way for men and women to correct these problems by safely and accurately balancing hormone levels without the use of synthetic injections or cream.
I got blood work done, and they identified what hormones were out of balance. They gave me the bioidentical hormone pellets through BioT, and now I have more energy, no more brain fog, I'm sleeping better, and I feel like my old self again. I would recommend Advanced Rehab and Medical and their BioT program to anyone suffering with symptoms like mine. It's been life-changing.
To book your appointment, call 731-462-8580. That's 731-462-8580.
If a natural disaster comes knocking, how prepared is your family? You can't just close the door on earthquakes, floods, or hurricanes and hope they go away. That's why it's important to make a plan now. Ready.gov/plan has the tools and tips you need to prepare your family for an emergency. So if disaster shows up at your doorstep, you'll be ready. Visit ready.gov/plan and make a plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
News Talk 96.5 FM will be hosting a City of Jackson mayoral debate on Thursday, March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. The debate will begin at 6:30. All 6 qualified candidates for this mayoral race will be participating. News Talk 96.5 wants you, our listeners, to participate by submitting your What Do You Want to Know questions on our website. News Talk 96.5 will select a series of your submitted questions to be included and presented to the candidates in the live debate. Log on to newstalk965.com and submit your questions in the space provided. We invite you to attend the debate and hear the answers to the questions from each of the candidates for Jackson City Mayor. News Talk 96.5 FM and newstalk965.com will be hosting a City of Jackson mayoral debate on Thursday, March 23rd at Northside High School Auditorium. For more information, call our office at 731-800-6397.
Take us with you wherever you go. Download our free apps for Apple and Android. Visit newstalkwtn.com. Then click to download.
This is not headline news. Adam Sandler received the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor on Sunday, which is odd because National Opposite Day is in January. Jeremy Renner may quit acting, but as Robert De Niro proved, that doesn't mean he'll quit doing movies. A great white shark was caught off the Alabama coast. Locals couldn't stop staring at it because it had all of its teeth. Guitarist Roger Hodgson of Supertramp turns 73 today. By the way, if you Google Supertramp, you mostly get results from Madonna. And today is National Fragrance Day, or as Uber drivers know it, Tuesday. This is not headline news.
Good morning, beautiful.
Guess what today is?
Flowers for me. Are the flowers blooming?
Flowers blooming.
Flowers were blooming, the sun's shining. A vase, freshly cut flowers.
Who sent me flowers?
You must love flowers.
Can you guess what it is?
It's National Flower Day.
Did you know?
I love flowers.
I love flowers.
Bring me flowers.
It's showtime.
It is National Flower Day. Do you like flowers?
Oh,
Gina?
I love fresh flowers in the house.
Fresh flower. What's your favorite? You have a favorite or just fresh roses?
Roses from John.
It's a little something special when they come from John, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't know. He's never given me roses. That would be kind of weird, though, wouldn't
It
it?
kind of makes me feel good that he hasn't.
Yeah, me too, actually, but flowers, fresh flowers. Lori with the Hay Farm.
And Posh.
The one-stop doggy spot. She's been yesterday with us and today. Jackson's your hometown, but you live down on the coast in Alabama.
That's correct. I'm a Southside girl.
And you've been down to Alabama how long?
I've been there since 1999.
Does it feel like home now?
I'm split. So I'm a Roll Tide girl and a Go Vols girl, which is real unusual in Tennessee and Alabama.
Yeah.
You can be
Ooh.
both. You can be both.
I don't know about that.
No,
I don't know
you
about
really
that.
can't.
I don't think so. Once in a while, Melissa will pop off with a Roll Tide, and we all just gasp.
Go Melissa.
Yeah, Rose, but R-O-W.
Yeah, so see, here's how you do that.
Roll Tide.
Whoever Tennessee is playing, I'm for Tennessee unless they're playing Alabama, and whoever Alabama's playing, I'm for Alabama unless they're playing Tennessee. And when Alabama and Tennessee are playing, I'm just shut up.
Did you enjoy the game this fall?
I did.
Or last fall, I should say.
I did.
Yeah, and were you happy with the outcome?
Well, if Alabama's going to be beaten, I'd rather it be by Tennessee than
Okay.
Auburn.
I was jumping up and
Auburn,
down.
Than Auburn. there's in Alabama and Auburn are a rivalry.
I got to tell you, I've been to almost nearly every stadium in the SEC to see Tennessee play. We used to do the road trips every fall, one maybe two, and on the road. And the best fans in the SEC by far, Alabama fans.
Well, absolutely.
They like the Mount Cody game, which ended up being the first year that Nick Saban won the national championship at Alabama. Tennessee outplayed Bama, if you remember that game, and Tennessee lined up for the game-winning field goal, and Mount Cody blocked it. And when we had left a little bit early, because it looked like the game was over, and we had parked, just outside the stadium. Great parking. It was, I guess, a frat house, and you know how they do it. They had like 50 cars in a very small yard, so we couldn't get out. So we left to beat the traffic.
Yeah.
But it looked a lot different when we were leaving than when we left the car. Plenty of room to get out. They said, "Oh no, we'll make sure you can get out," and well, you couldn't. And so we were listening to the final minutes when Tennessee went on their drive and lined up to kick that field goal, and it was blocked.
Surprise.
Pardon?
Surprise.
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 No, they were much more classy about it than, for example, you're being right now. and they come pouring out of the stadium, Lori, and we're standing there with Tennessee gear on. Like, geez, we're going to get hammered here. And they always said, "Hey, great game, guys. You guys should have won that game." Just one after the other. I'm going, are they serious? Because we've been to Florida. Those are the worst fans on planet Earth. That's
LSU.
Ben Hill, Griffin, Dump. No, Florida fans. And so, but they were, we've been down, we went to every game for this until recently, once they moved from Legion Field in Birmingham down to Tuscaloosa, Bryant-Denny Stadium, because Tennessee and Alabama played in Birmingham for years. I think maybe it was either 99 or 2001 when they moved that rivalry to Bryant-Denny. And it's, we'd been every year until, I guess, COVID interrupted that. And then, the narrator got married and I hadn't seen him since. sort of a thing. And,
I'm glad you thought that the fans were very nice. I just wonder if they would have been the same way had they made the field goal.
Yeah, they were, because with several games we went to, Tennessee won down there.
Well, that's good.
And they were fantastic. Seriously,
I'm impressed.
They just were are the absolute best fans probably in all sports. Very accommodating down there.
Well, I love Nick Saban. I will say that.
Can we change this subject?
Yeah, and he's
an awesome guy. You're talking
he's like in his
earlier
110s too. He's been there.
You were talking earlier about children and unneeded children. Nick and his wife run a huge charity for homeless children in Alabama, and he makes a really big difference in that area. I think he really with the
let me ask you this.
I think he really fathers them. He's really a good guide for them.
So he runs they've got a homeless shelter for children.
It's kind I don't know that it's a homeless shelter, but they help place unwanted children.
Okay, now do they have to hit a certain 40 time before they can get in?
I don't know. I don't really know the details.
Okay.
I'll have to check into
you guys
that
don't even get that, do you? It's just
no.
You got to be
I guess it went over
40
my head.
times.
Both of our heads.
How
Did
fast?
it go over your head?
Never mind.
So maybe it's not us.
Maybe it's a guy thing.
Maybe it's not us.
It's a guy thing.
You know what a 40 time is?
No.
That's a problem. Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, that's a problem. That's a big time problem. Well, CWA Developments sponsors our phone line. CWA Developments, commercial and residential maintenance, restoration and renovation, fire and water damage restoration, plumbing, gutter, roof, and window cleaning, wood repairs, like your privacy fence. We have those high winds which come through about a couple weeks ago. It was like 60-plus mile-an-hour winds. I got a new trampoline out of the deal.
From next door?
I'm not sure.
It caught air.
I think it was actually from Atwood, but it was pretty incredible. In a lot of people's privacy fences were damaged, they do repairs like that, and deck repairs as well. Open Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can reach them by dialing 731-503-9598. And on Sundays, that same number, 731-503-9598 for emergencies. CWA Developments, 80-plus years experience providing high-quality, personalized service to their customers and their local people, just doing it better. 731-503-9598. The phone number to get in is 731-265-6496, 731-265-6496. You can text the program, the Advanced Rehab and Medical Text Line. The text number is 731-800-TEXT, 731-800-8398 to shoot us over a text, 731-800-8398 to text the program. AdvancedRehabJackson.com. Dr. Shannon Bone and that chronic pain by visiting AdvancedRehabJackson.com, and you can set up a visit right there. Dr. Bone is ranked in the top 10 for chiropractors on planet Earth. That's pretty impressive. So, okay, you're going home, I guess, today. The Hay Farm one-stop doggy spot. What would okay, you have an academy, a lodge?
Yes, we have lodging. So if you want to come down to the Gulf Coast and bring your puppy, you can stop it by. We'll board it for you, and you can come see it once a day and play with it out on my farm.
Okay, well that's pretty cool. How close to the Gulf are you?
We're actually right off of the New Beach Express, so we're about 15 minutes north of Orange Beach, Gulf Shores.
Oh, perfect.
So we're not very far at all.
How often do you go to the beach? Because I hear people say that live in Florida, that live near the ocean. It's like, yeah, well, you know, life happens, and I don't go to the beach that often. I'd rather live in the mountains, sort of. But the people who live in the mountains say, I'd rather live on the ocean.
Yeah, I like both, actually. My husband actually is partners with Ike's Beach Service, so he's at the beach a lot. So I go down quite a bit. They run a beach service. They rent umbrellas and chairs and jet skis and parasails on the beach. So I go quite a bit. I don't go quite as much as I used to because I'm really busy with my dog projects right now.
Okay. Does dogs seem to really like the beach? Now, I've never seen like a Jack Russell or a poodle on the beach, but the bigger dogs, I guess the ones that love water, like Labrador Retrievers, that sort of thing, they love it.
They do. Unfortunately, our area is not very dog friendly on the beach, so there's very few areas you can take the dog to the beach.
But Gina, were you in the conversation we were talking about yesterday?
With Julie.
Julie, that's right. Julie Holt. That down at
Orange Beach. She went to
West
Orange
Palm.
Beach.
Well, she was talking about down West Palm Beach to where it's, or was it on the Gulf Coast? No, I think it was on the Gulf Coast.
She just got back from Orange Beach.
Yeah, what I'm saying is it Orange Beach where there's a fight between?
No, that's Florida. That is Florida, where the homeowners actually own all the way to the water property, and then some, I believe is what she said. In Alabama, you don't do that. You can you own so many feet before the water line, and your property floats with the tide. When the tide's in, your property line is not as far out to the beach as when the tide is out. So in Florida, it's not that way. And there's Posh, she has a toy.
Okay, I was just making sure that wasn't some wires.
No. She has a ball.
So
she's got a little teething going on, so she likes to chew.
And Posh is what kind of dog?
Posh is a 8-month-old Belgian Malinois. She come from Canada, from Chuck Miller Ranch. Has excellent line of Belgian Malinois.
So I've read the health benefits of owning a dog.
Awesome.
Give us some examples of that.
Well, I mean, like, for instance, I sold a service dog to a lady a couple of weeks ago who literally had not come out of her house for a couple of years.
Oh, wow.
And she's been out of her house. She has to go out to walk her dog. So she's been out of her house. She comes out to my farm for her dog classes. So it's really helping her.
So as Posh is teething.
She's the star.
Oh, no, that's
she is the star.
No,
today.
that's cool.
That's
Let her.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know what she was chewing on.
Yeah, it's
Thought it
my
might be
I
the
just
wall.
Didn't know if the squeaking was like
No.
called in frequency or something. I'm not radio savvy, you know.
Right.
Oh, yes, you are.
So yeah, things like that, and like a lot of our dogs are like I train dogs from birth to they get placed. So I have a litter of poodles coming April the 1st, and there'll probably be 9 to 10 puppies. Well, realistically, you can't train 9 to 10 service dogs, protection dogs at the same time. So what we do is we start the puppies out at 4 weeks old, and we start training them in obedience, scent work, tracking, and protection. And yes, there are protection poodles. I have one. But anyway, then we place them where they best fit. So a lot of the dogs don't have what it takes to be a true service dog. Like they won't retrieve every time, like a forced retrieve. So we super pet those, and we sell a lot of big dogs to elderly couples that normally couldn't have a big dog because they couldn't train it. So our dogs they're going to walk beside you. They're not going to pull you down.
Well, let me ask you about
potty trained. They're not going to jump on you and such. Go ahead.
I've had a couple of friends who've had border collies. They've got a lot of energy.
Yes, they do.
And keeping like a border collie indoors full time, but that would have to be like he's in jail. I would think.
Not really. Dogs.
They do fine indoors.
Well, they do fine if you pick the right dog. That's real important.
But a border collie.
A border collie is a working dog. It's not a pet.
That's what I'm saying.
So it needs a job.
So it
what
wouldn't
you
be
can
happy
do-
indoors.
Well, I wouldn't say that it wouldn't be happy. You have to stimulate it. So a lot of times, like Posh, she never got food out of a bowl until she was 6 months old. Every piece of food she had came from my hand. She had to work for it. So like a border collie, if I had a border collie and it was in an apartment or in a house and it didn't have a lot of exercise, I would take a Kong, I'd hide it, I'd put all its food in the Kong and I'd hide it. And I'd teach the dog to search for it. So I'd always keep it thinking. Like a dog that does protection work, it is mentally exhausted. Like Posh can run 20 miles and still run 20 more. But if she does protection work for 5 minutes, she needs to sleep the rest of the day. She's mentally exhausted. So, chores for working dogs is your best avenue.
Lori, I'm not seeing your website on here. What's your website?
It is www.thehayfarm.com, and that's HEY. So it's www.theheyfarm.com. And don't judge me on my website. I'm not tech savvy. So we have one, and it's
we can
pretty
help
good.
with that.
I know. I need some help so bad in that area. It's not something I like to do, and I'm busy doing dog stuff. you know?
A lot of business owners are like that.
Oh my gosh, it's like painstaking for me. My grandson can do in 10 seconds what it takes me 10 hours.
Yes. It is 9:52. The Range, Jackson's only indoor shooting range, and by virtue of that, it's West Tennessee's only indoor shooting range. The Range indoor shooting range and training facility right here in Jackson at 2310 North Highland Avenue. They're open Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on Sundays 1 till 6. And if you mention the Dan Reef Show or Chuck Walker, you get a free safety course, handgun safety course. That's a $45 value, folks. And we recommend if you're going to carry a gun, which you don't have to legally have a safety course any longer in Tennessee, you still ought to do it. And here's a chance for you to get it free of charge. And I took the safety course down there, and Gina, I learned a lot. It's entertaining.
Yes.
They keep your mind occupied, but you learn a lot.
Yes, you learn a lot about the civil repercussions of the bullet that you discharge from your firearm.
It could change your life, end your life.
Exactly.
Or it's those are not toys, folks. The website is gototherange.com, gototherange.com, and right now they're booking for classes for April. And if you still have, you may could get in on Thursdays, Handgun Fundamentals, Step 2. That's from 5:30 to 8:30 in the afternoon. But the Enhanced Handgun Carry Permit, these are April courses. Concealed Carry Permits, the Unarmed Guard, Unarmed Recertification. All this is in April. The website where you can check all the courses and you can sign up Go to therange.com. Go to therange.com.
Precision Auto Body strives to provide you with excellent customer care. Precision Auto Body will gladly handle your insurance work. Get a free quote by logging on to precisionautobodytn.com. A lifetime warranty on any auto body or paint work. Precision Auto Body. Visit our location nearest you in Milan, Martin, or Dyersburg. PrecisionAutobodyTN.com. Are you looking to move up in your career, change career paths, or maybe even thinking about finishing that degree you started? Jackson State Community College is here to help you greenlight your career. If you're 23 and older, you may qualify to go to college tuition-free through Tennessee Reconnect. Yes, you heard that right, tuition-free at Jackson State. Whether you're earning your degree for the first time to advance your career or finishing a degree you already started, Jackson State Community College is here to greenlight your career. It's time to take the next step in earning your degree. Learn how at jscc.edu/reconnect. Grizz Nation, make some big Memphis noise and don't miss Jared, Desmond, and your Grizzlies this Friday at 7 as they battle the Houston Rockets for Grizzlies Scholarship Night, presented by Ford and your Mid-South Ford dealers. Get hyped, get ready for a star-studded show, and secure your tickets today by calling 901-888-HOOP or visiting Grizzlies.com.
When the game goes into overtime. But the game goes into overtime. The choice to enjoy is easy. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Pick up Bud Light at your local convenience store today. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Central Distributors, Jackson. CWA Development is a reliable and experienced company that provides a wide range of maintenance, restoration, and renovation services for both commercial and residential customers. Fire and water damage restoration, plumbing, drywall insulation and repair, gutter and roof cleaning, power washing, fence and deck repairs, and a whole lot more. CWA Development. They emphasize their commitment to customer satisfaction through integrity and excellence. Licensed and insured for their work. CWA Development are available for calls Monday through Saturday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. and on Sundays for emergencies. CWA has a combined experience of over 80 years, commercial and residential maintenance, as well as restoration and renovation. CWA strives for your satisfaction with service focused on integrity and excellence. Call CWA today at 731-503-9598. Call CWA today, 731-503-9598. CWA Development.
It's always severe weather season in West Tennessee. When severe weather strikes, we're here for you. 96.5 FM, News Talk WTN.com.
It's 9:57, and it's 41 degrees in Midtown and J-Town. Walker Talks coming up next. Chuck Walker and Julie Holtz. My name is Dan Rees, along with Gino Langley, and Lori Keelan is here from the Hay Farm. By the way, the lunch special today at Mulligan's. That's Monday through Friday between the hours of 11 and 1. Today, it's corned beef and cabbage. You always have the option of chicken and wild rice and country fried steak, but farm fresh veggies. That's in Mulligan's in Jackson, the lunch special today. And more good news that world-famous fried green tomato basket is now served all day at Mulligan's for just $6. MulligansJackson.com, MulligansJackson.com, Mulligan's in Thompson Farms, MulligansJackson.com. Yeah, Posh is going nuts over there on that toy. Lloyd, thank you so much for being here.
I had such a great time.
Yeah,
Thank you for inviting me.
Well, you're welcome. It's a pleasure to have you in, and we're working on some things with Lori, and you have a safe trip home.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Is it? Can you hear that?
Chuck, we have some time left here.
Yeah. So Chuck Walker and Julie Holt coming up next. Walker Talks. And Julie was on a roll yesterday.
She
Jeez.
was. It was a very informative guest.
And they're going to go to the Pentagon with Tom Scuteri to start things off this morning on Walker Talks. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Don't forget, we'll see you Thursday at the mayoral debate at Jackson Northside High School, Performing Arts, the auditorium.
This is WBFG 96.5 FM. 96.5 FM. Parker's Crossroads.